Greetings everyone! Another playthrough of Ace Attorney, which I am Shameimaru. Here we go. Today we're doing chapter 3, Like the Moon's Rays. Suika Ibuki is in a coma due to drinking Oni Killer sake, and the one who poured the deadly drink is Reimu. The truth is hidden behind the scenes. The evening falls, and there's a party with no occasion at the Hakurei Shrine. No excuse is as good as any for Suika to throw a party. It's mere custom, but this party is especially long, lasting all of 10 hours. No one knows who was there when it started, nor who came or left during the cacophony. The only ones who do know are the hosts, Suika and Reimu, as they were there for the entire time. And once the party has finally winded down, Suika closes her eyes and starts sawing logs. Why the heck is she sawing logs? What the heck does that mean? But for some reason, she doesn't wake up. Oh shit. 1 second, be right back. It is back. Let's keep going. I guess even Suika can practically drink herself to death. Not quite, milady. It's not simple as it appears to be. What do you mean by that? Please look at this. Do you think I know what? Not what that is. That's just a sake bottle. Of course she had to drink something. After the previous case, Lady Knowledge scolded the police fairies and provided them with further training. They found this there improved. Man, the grammar. Proceed. Please look at what is written on the label. That is the heart of the matter. Oh, small wonder. Oni killer, I see. Quite. However, it is only a metaphor, as it does not possess any truly lethal qualities. If our Oni were to drink from this bottle, they would fall into a deep, drunken sleep. I believe that would be clear given the circumstances. But the evidence is all circumstantial as well, is it not? Please do not worry, milady. We have confirmed an eyewitness. Based on their testimony, we have already requested a warrant from Judge Shiki for the suspect's arrest. Well done. It was all due to your and Lady Patchoul's discipline, milady. Now, go arrest our suspect. At once. May 7th, 7:21 AM. Oh shit, the table has turned. Excuse me. Just a moment. Sorry to keep you waiting. What did you want? As much as I am loath to be the bearer of bad news, what's the matter? Why are you so quiet? Miss Reimu Hakurei, you are under arrest. What? What did I do? We will discuss that matter at the mansion. Now, please come with me. Oh, that's right. If there's a problem, let's just have a spell card. Have you forgotten? You yourself was the one who temporarily sealed the use of spell cards. Yeah, you're right. Please don't take this the wrong way. I'm simply doing my job. This looks pretty bad, doesn't it? Same day. Man, people wake up early and work early in Gensokyo. Now let's see, how are the preparations coming along, Momiji? I think everything is in order. Did you make sure the film is loaded? Of course. Phew, finally going youth hunting after so long. Going back to our real jobs. You've been itching to get out there too, haven't you? Yes, you're right. But now we can finally scratch that itch. Alright, in that case, let's take Oof. Ah. Hold up. Wow, what's the matter, Miss Kirisame? Why are you barging into my office like this? You made it in the nick of time. Here, take care of this, will ya? Huh? Thanks, catch you later. Ah, what was that all about? Maybe the letter will tell us. Should I read it? Sure, go ahead. You're making a mistake. Don't read it. Okay, let's see what it says. I've been arrested. Defend me, Reimu. That awkward silence. They say you shouldn't keep anger bottled up, but please don't take it out on me at least. I haven't even done anything yet. That's how I've been trained. I don't think we have enough information yet to tell what happened. Seems pretty serious to me. By fault, we have is that letter. We don't have any real details. There aren't even more than 3 sentences written on it. I guess we might as well take a look, although I can't say I'm too concerned. Let you go. Man, they're zooming. Got there in 30 minutes. Or like under an hour. This tea sure is wonderful. Hello? Miss Sakurai? Sigh. The only problem is I can never decide if I want to eat salty snacks or sweet snacks with it. What a predicament. Miss Sakurai? Miss Sakurai is starting to scare me. I think she's more weird than scary right now. Her eyes aren't moving at all. Well, you're right, it's like she's sleep talking. Okay, enough of that. What? She's awake. You know, you two shouldn't just say whatever little thought enters your mind. I was just trying to relieve the depression and boredom. Though your usual habits are strange enough. Oh, just shut up. Even someone like me would be overwhelmed by all this. I guess so. Really, who wouldn't be? Oh, I wish that when I banned spell cards, I would have made myself the exception to the rule. Sounds a little too dangerous to me. Oh well, for now, can you give me a summary of what happened? I won't be able to defend you in court otherwise. I suppose I should, but you better listen well. Who's supposed to be the one in charge here? Okay. Please give me the details about the case. It was pretty simple. After the party last night, Suika didn't wake up. I shook her, hit her, slapped her, kicked her, scratched her, pinched her nose, poured water on her, and set her on fire, but there was absolutely no reaction. She was out stone cold. Sigh. To set her on her fire? I was only kidding about that. What about the water? Just an innocent prank. She doesn't know when to quit, does she? So what was the cause? Sake. What? If I were joking, I'd say so. What? Don't give me that look, it's true. The Scarlet Devil Mansion, well, I guess its station instead, came after me once they found out evidence. So this actually happened. Did Miss Ibuki really collapse from drinking sake? What have I been saying the entire time? Oh, whatever. Yes, it's all true. Suika truly drank too much sake and collapsed. I still can't believe it. Well, go take a look for yourself. You are a reporter, aren't you? Okay, I will do just that. Following up on rumors and leads and confirming their authenticity are the fundamentals of gathering news. Who cares about that? Just defend me in court. Ah, that's right. He fell asleep as he yet to regain consciousness. Man. For someone who drinks 24/7, for her to get drunk enough to fall unconscious, even if it was the quote-unquote Oni killer sake. Why were you arrested? You know, I can't say for sure. Supposedly there was an eyewitness or something like that. Wouldn't that be the nail in the coffin? Do you think so? The thing is, I have no idea who would have been watching, or why they think I'm the culprit. You didn't taint Miss Ibuki's drinks, did you? Why would I do something like that? I'd rather defeat her fair and square. Of course, once everyone starts encouraging you to fight, they can be rather persuasive. So are you looking for a fight too? For now, I am simply window shopping. Really? I could have sworn you were wanting to buy a knuckle sandwich. I've already had breakfast, thank you. Moving along, I would like to know the identity of the eyewitness. If we don't know, we won't be able to figure out the best way to prepare for them. Yes, you're right. And if the eyewitness doesn't mean any ill will, that would certainly be disastrous to our cause. But the problem is no one told me who the eyewitness was, not even Sakuya. Is that so? She must be acting on Miss Knowledge's instruction. Isn't that bad? I imagine they didn't like losing to you last time one bit. It seems like they've been doing a lot of reading since then. They've done a lot of reading, they'd know that's illegal. But to be honest, I would be fine with losing, but I imagine that would be troublesome for you. Yeah, you're right. I guess that's it. Let's go to the crime scene. Wow, a bit of a sore throat today. I was expecting you to arrive around now. Really? We've been doing a great deal of training. What do you mean? You taught us much during the previous case, and using that as reference, my mistress, Lady Knowledge, and I have been training the police fairies in the skills they lack. Is that so? Yes, thanks to you, we now have excellent investigative capabilities. We also happen to improve their skills as maids. That was a pleasant surprise. So, I would like to show my gratitude. Oh no, you don't need to do that. Well, we have already done so, by the way of gathering every piece of evidence at the crime scene. No way. Case summary. Could you at least answer some of my questions about this case? Very well. First, why did you arrest Miss Hakurei? We arrested her based on the evidence we gathered and on the eyewitness's testimony. What evidence was that? Before I answer that, are you aware of Miss Suika Ibuki's current condition? Not at all. Miss Hakurei didn't know either, so she couldn't tell me. Then allow me to inform you. As a result of Miss Knowledge's research, she decided that it would be acceptable to share evidence and information with the defense before a case. I greatly appreciate your cooperation. So was this due to a specific kind of sake? I am unable to say, but of course I can show you the relevant articles. Thank you. While I can tell you about the evidence, I am not permitted to share information about the witnesses' identity or testimony. Please realize this is not out of animosity. Well, I guess it was never going to be that easy. Thank you for telling me about the evidence at least. You're quite welcome. You're supposed to tell who the witness is. In real life, it happens before the court, or before the trial. Man. Pat really needs to read up more. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. There's nothing else to click. so we don't miss anything. Where's this from? Oh, actually it has dialogue. Where was it found? Inside the Hakurei shrine, naturally. It was placed in a corner of a room along with other bottles. Of course we collected all the bottles, but this is the only one being held as evidence. So this bottle is the reason why you arrested Miss Hakurei. Precisely, it was likely the cause of this whole incident. But seeing as how it may have injured someone, I imagine it should be called the smoking gun. I see. Then how was this bottle determined to be the evidence? There was someone who saw Miss Hakurei serving Miss Ibuki's sake from this bottle and her subsequently drinking it. That would be the eyewitness then. Could you tell me who that is? I suppose we should tell you who she is after all. What does that mean? Miss Shameimaru. Oh, quite a serious look. As she is material witness, we require Miss Momichi Nubashiri to accompany us. Is this acceptable, Miss Nubashiri? Law, what? Why are you so surprised? It was you who told us about Miss Hakurei serving Miss Ibuki sake from this bottle, was it not? Is that true? Oh yes, now I remember. That happened soon after I was asked to help clean up after the party. Wonderful, it seems you do remember. We arrested Miss Hakurei based on that testimony as well. Can't believe it. You should, because it's the truth. Oh shit, the tables have turned. Now Miss Nubashiri, please come with me. Wait just a moment, please. This means Momichi is going to testify in court. Why, of course. But she's my assistant, isn't she? What if she tries to lie to give me an advantage? We have taken that into consideration, and Lady Patchouli believes that Miss Inubashiri would not do such a thing, so she decided to use her as a witness. I suppose she's right. Whimper. It doesn't look like we have any say in the matter. At any rate, would she be able to return to being my assistant after she gives her testimony? Absolutely. Oh yeah. Don't worry about it. All you need to do is tell the truth, Momichi. We may... Oh my god, the grammar. We won't know what will happen until then. But do your best, okay? Thank you very much, Aya. It's nothing. Just get ready for the next time I see you. Aya. Okay. Open area. And here we see the familiar scene of a shrine maiden drinking her tea. Wait, what? Well, if it isn't the reporter Tengu, what are you doing here? That's what I'd like to ask you. Why are you here, Miss Kochia? As I am well acquainted with shrines, I am tending to the upkeep here in interim while the actual shrine maiden is away due to the circumstances. Ah, so that must be the reason why you are here as well. That is correct. I'm currently Miss Reimu Hakurei's defense attorney. I heard about the previous trial with Miss Krisame. I'd really rather not remember that. Seeing as how she was found innocent for a crime that she didn't commit, but it turned out she committed some other crime at the same time as that incident. Oh my god. The scenarios for this game. But wasn't it interesting? If anything, my occupation has taught me is that what happens to other people is incredibly interesting. Kudos to that. But due to the people they happen to, they don't find it nearly as compelling. Yes, I can understand. There are many layers of meaning in that. Two shrines. Two shins. Isn't it awfully difficult to manage two shrines at once? No, not particularly. Really? How do you handle any visitors? There are none. Huh? Visitors. Visitors. Not a single pious soul has appeared. Oh, I see. The Moria Shrine has visitors, naturally. At least we're able to get by on the offerings. But this one is completely different. It seems that Miss Hakure hasn't done a thing since the last time I came here. Well, she's always drinking tea, sweeping, or throwing parties. Somehow I think there's something a little strange about doing one of those activities in a shrine. Yes, even though I brought it up, I'm a little surprised myself at how normal it seemed. It's positively scandalous. Scandalous? Sepati. Were you here the day of the party? No, I was not present at the time. Really? Even though I didn't go either. I heard it was considerably large gathering. I had a prior engagement. Ah, I see. Why didn't you join the party? Well, after defending Miss Kirisame, there was another little problem that came up. So she was arrested on separate charges. Exactly, and after I went through all that to prove her innocent. Not sure what the other case was about though. Anyway, after that, I started drinking myself. The next thing I remember, a few days had already passed. So you were drinking for a long time? Yes, with the other Tengu. That's why I doubt anyone saw a single one of us at the party here. It certainly seems that way. I haven't noticed any Tengu flying around either. It was our first time drinking that much in a long while. I should hope so. There's a saying that says you shouldn't push your limits. Limits? Means you shouldn't drink so much that even your feathers reek of alcohol. Wasn't that more of an encouraging phrase? Is that so? I have never consumed sake before, so I wouldn't know. Lies! Oops, we're getting sidetracked. Before I leave, do you think there are any clues here? Clues, you say? There isn't much time until today's trial. I believe that the police has already confiscated everything. Figured as much. But even with as much as they took, they may have overlooked something. That's true as well. Ah, that's right. Please wait for a moment. Some time ago, they returned what they didn't think they needed as evidence. Even though it might not help much, you're free to look for it yourself. Really, yes, by all means. Haven't sorted everything out yet, but please look until your heart is content. The bottles? So these were the confiscated articles. It definitely looks like the scene after a party. They even left the yakitori skewers lying around. There's an incredibly large number of sake bottles too. Indeed, although this is about normal at a Tengu party. Huh? What's the matter? Doesn't the color and neck of this bottle look just like the bottle in evidence? They do, but the lower part is a different color. But in the middle of a party, I imagine they're similar enough to mistake one for the other. Might have a use for this bottle, but I would like to borrow it for a while. There should be no problem with that. Oh shit. Someone must have swapped the label. Similar looking sake bottle added to the court record. They do actually look very similar. Anything else? There's something inside. Looks like a wrapping paper. It appears so, judging by the folds. Looks like it came from a bottle. Yes, it looks like a perfect fit for a bottle of sake. This wrapping paper fits both the smoking gun and the similarly shaped bottle exactly. So it must have come from either one of the bottles. It would appear so, but what does that mean? I haven't figured that out yet. Yay, trial time. Okay, so I think what happened is Reimu was pouring the normal one, the similar looking one, to Suika constantly. And then someone swapped it with the Oni killer while it was wrapped. Or partially wrapped at least. I would really like a cup of green tea right now. You seem to have a lot in common with Miss Kisame. You're both in your own little worlds. Well, how am I supposed... else am I supposed to remain calm? That may be true, but do you really have to act like you're holding a cup all the time? You could say I'm a tea devotee. Well, I am too. Sign me up. Have it your way then. She's pretty pushy for a client. But anyway, with the undefeated attorney defending me, I'm sure this will all be over in a second, and I'll be free in the blink of an eye, right? Do I look like a miracle worker like Miss Kochia to you? Unfortunately, I was unable to find any conclusive evidence. Looks like I was getting my hopes up. You're not going to boost your newspaper circulation like that. Please believe me when I say I was trying my hardest for the benefit of my newspaper. So does that mean I shouldn't believe anything else you do? Order in the court. 1 second, going to the washroom real quick, be right back. And I'm back. Trial for Miss Takri Reimu is now in session. Have both sides made their preparations? Preparations complete, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well. Now your opening statement, Miss Knowledge, if you please. Understood. I wonder how she's going to handle this. This is the prosecution's opening statement. The charges are personal injury. The victim is Miss Suika Ibuki. Defendant is Miss Reimu Hakure. At a party on the night of the 6th, the defendant prepared a special kind of sake for the victim, who then imbibed it. Due to the effects of the sake, the victim is currently unconscious. The bottle containing the sake the victim consumed was weaker than the defendant thought, so it did not result in a more serious condition. The defendant's actions is to eliminate the victim are inexcusable. That is why the prosecution claims a severe punishment is in order. That is all. Wow, she seems even more enthusiastic than last time. Oh, I see. You seem to have more fight in your spirit this time, Miss Knowledge. Please pardon my zeal. Now, if the defendant will approach the stand. Defendant, your name and occupation? Oh, this is ridiculous. You all know who I am. You're simply for the record, your name and occupation. Well, fine if I have to. Reimu Hakure. I'm the Shrine Maiden's... I'm the Hakure Shrine's Shrine Maiden? I think that's what I am anyway. I'm sure you don't perform much of what a normal Shrine Maiden usually does. However, you are the only one being at your shrine who does perform shrine-related duties, and you are an adherent to the Shinto belief. What is your opinion, Your Honor? Yes, I believe that is acceptable. Shrine Maiden was originally used as a nickname that applies to our defendant as well. Shut it. The only people who need to know what I do are me, myself, and I. She took that pretty well. In any case, you're the one who served Miss Ibuki the sake that resulted in her comatose state, correct? Well, I know I poured her sake, but I don't really know what kinds I gave her that night. I just grabbed whatever bottle happened to be within reach. That's what anyone would say. However, we were able to find evidence and a witness. But it seems that the evidence for this case is extremely scarce. As long as the evidence proves the defendant's guilt, that is all that matters, as there was a witness. I believe there will not be a problem. Very well then. Please show your witness into the courtroom. There is no need to be impatient, Your Honor. What do you mean? May I show the plaintiff into the room first? That seems like an odd request. Isn't she supposed to be comatose? The victim, yes, but the plaintiff has asked to represent her in her place, and of course she has testimony too. Oh, in that case, please allow her in. At once. Though it's Yukari... Oh, good day. And how is everyone doing? What? How unusual for you to be here. Well, I'm only here because Suika asked me to take her place. Should I give my name and occupation too? Yukari Yakumo, my occupation is simply doing as I please. She's a neat, not a very specific job description. A life about decisions is not terribly amusing, don't you think so? Sorry, but my entire being is devoted to decisions. Can we move on, Your Honor? Oh, excuse me. Ms. Yukari Yakumo, you have an important message from the victim. It's not for me to decide if it's important or not, though. It is important, and I would like for you to share it with the court now. If that is your decision. I was absolutely positive Momiji was going to be first. Looks like this trial is off to a flying start. What I was told. I heard from Suika there is a kind of sake that is the natural enemy of the Oni. Have you finished already? Yes, Your Honor. Will you cross-examine Miss Shameimaru? Yes, I will. I just know she's doing this on purpose. Press. So what kind of sake is this? I don't know. Huh? Not even Suka knew the brand name or anything like that. You don't say. I would appreciate if you withheld these groundless questions, Miss Shameimaru. Well, she's going all out today. Yes, I understood. I believe the sake she mentioned is our smoking gun in this case. That's a rather straightforward name. It is without a doubt an Oni killer. Oh, so is that what the brand was called? This is what turned Miss Suika Ibuki into the victim. Is she dead? Despite the intimidating name, it cannot actually murder anyone. Oh, I see. But if one is aware of its strength, yes, that proof would be persuasive enough. But please wait just a moment. What is it, Miss Shameimaru? It has not been established yet that Miss Ibuki actually drank the sake. And besides, there was a lot of drinking going on. We have no idea who drank what. That is indeed true. Any objections, Miss Knowledge? What is with that smug smile? She's gonna bring Momiji out I had anticipated you bring up that subject. Do I have prepared a witness? This is the same witness you mentioned earlier, yes? The same. Then please bring her into the room. Isn't she the defense attorney's assistant? Just what happened? Wait, I just noticed. Who the heck's that? That's Raisin. Satori Koishi. Who's that? Okay, I'm gonna make the game full screen for a second. Who the hell is that? Oh, I think that's Moko. Oops, no. No, fuck. What's the game doing? Jet, no, it skipped a lot. What the hell did I press? No. I'm sorry, I skipped a lot. Now, should I restart and just skip everything? Oof. Oof. I'm kinda curious what they talked about too. Yikes. What was the button for skipping that I did before? What the hell did I press? Wow, that was fast. What the hell did I press? F? I guess red text you can't really fast forward. Zoom zoom. Zoom zoom. Please go faster. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Red text, go faster. Case summary. Okay. Open area. We chat with Sanai. The pate. Check the bottle. Check the bucket. Now for the court. Just in case something goes wrong again, let's save. Type him to cross-examine. That's Press that shit. Igiari. Yay. We're back to where she was, I think. Or almost. That's rather straightforward name. It's the Oni killer. Is she dead? Nope. What is it, Miss Shameimaru? Oh yeah, we have to wait for movie to come out. Isn't she the defense attorney's assistant? Just what happened? This unusual scene. Order in the court. Witness, your name and occupation. Yes. Witness, were you listening? What? Name and occupation. I'm so very sorry. I'm Momichi Nubashi, but my occupation is Aya's assistant? Why do you have so many involved in this case who are uncertain about their livelihoods? Was Genzo killed? Mere coincidence, Your Honor. Anyway, that will do. However, it is okay for the defense's assistant to give testimony. There should be no problems. The prosecution has determined that she has good character, adequate knowledge, and is not planning anything underhanded. If the prosecution accepts her, then the court should as well. I don't think that's how it works. Now may we move on to her testimony? Witness, begin your testimony. Yes, you're right away. What I saw. When I arrived, the party had already started. I was asked to make a delivery there. That's when I saw Miss Hakure pouring sake for Miss Ibuki. I think it was from the bottle submitted as evidence. Nothing terribly suspicious about this testimony. Isn't this decisive enough? Wait, we probably have to press on the part where she said it was probably the sake in evidence, then they show her the similar one. Nothing terribly suspicious about this testimony. Isn't this decisive enough? The prosecution believes so. However, I do not. There is still a possibility that she may be mistaken, so I wish to cross-examine her. Unlikely, but you may begin. I didn't think it would look this bad so soon. Momichi. Yeah, let's just press everything. At what point did you arrive? I think about 2 or 3 hours before it ended. How did you estimate that? There must have been at least that much time left, since I went to the party because I was asked to make a delivery there. Delivery? Yes. What did you deliver? What the current case is about, sake. Did it include that bottle too? Yes, it certainly seems that way. I didn't know specifically what I was delivering. I think I can get some more information from her. Should I press harder? Press! Who were the people involved? Who did you deliver it to? I delivered it directly to Miss Hakure. I was told to do so by... Who? Mr. Moichika of Korendo. It seems that Miss Hakure had ordered sake from the human village through him. Provisions, huh? Think I can get some more information from her. Should I press harder? One more time? Why didn't you know the contents? It was all wrapped up in paper. All I knew was that they were bottles. Ah, I see now. Did I do the other one? Was that the only thing you delivered? Did you deliver anything else? Yes, besides the sake, I was also asked to deliver the snacks. There were a lot of bags, but they were light enough for me to manage. I think I can get some more information from you. Should I press? No, we did everything. I should wait and see how things turn out. That's when I saw Miss Sakura pouring sake for Miss Ibuki. That seems strange. That was the sake you had just delivered, wasn't it? Well, the moment I handed it to her, Miss Ibuki said, Smell like you got another good bottle there, Reimu. Hurry up and give me a taste of that. So Miss Sakura didn't hesitate at all. She said, yeah, took off the wrapper and poured her a big cup of its contents. Why were you watching for that long? I was still holding the other bags. I didn't want to leave them in the open area, so I was waiting until I could ask Miss Sakura to take them. How very polite of you. Ah, thank you very much, Your Honor. Well, so this is what it feels like to be praised. I praised the doggo more. I think it was the bottle submitted as evidence. Here we go. Are you sure about that? Well, now that you mention it, Miss Sakura didn't remove the wrapping paper entirely, so I never saw the whole bottle clearly. But Miss Knowledge recognized the bottle as soon as she saw it, so I think it's the same one. For the record, when Detective Isayo confiscated the bottle, she also received confirmation from those who helped clean up after the party. So I declare now that, beyond a shadow of a doubt, the bottle in her testimony is directly connected to the bottle in evidence. Very well, I shall keep that in mind. You don't appear to be making much progress, Miss Shameimaru. What will you do now? If I don't do anything, we'll lose for sure. Present evidence. Your Honor, the defense would like to present important evidence. Well, important evidence, you say? That will be this. First, I need to point out there might be a possibility of mistaken identity. Similar looking sake bottle. And what is this bottle? It's just as it looks, a simple bottle. We already took this bottle into account. However, its contents were not what affected the victim. Exactly, that is what is so important. What? Now, take a look at this wrapping paper. I found this in the trash bin at Takure Shrine. Wrapping paper? Ah. You seem to understand what I'm getting at. What did our witness just testify? Miss Sakura poured Miss Ibuki sake from this bottle without completely unwrapping it. And since this bottle is very similar in shape and size to the Tonikir bottle, this wrapping paper could have belonged to it instead. Ah. Why yes, you're right. If both bottles were only partially unwrapped, it would be very difficult to tell them apart. Oh, even with all that training, our investigators still overlooked something. What do you think, Your Honor? The defense believes she should request further verification into the validity of the prosecution's evidence. Yes, of course, Miss Knowledge. Can the prosecution provide such proof at this time? Unfortunately, we are unable to do so. However, we do have another witness. I see. Well, they are connected to this event as well. We decided to have Miss Inubashi testify first, as there was a greater chance she was more reliable. However, we were unable to reach our goal of a guilty verdict with her testimony alone. May we have some time to fully prepare our next witness? I suppose so. Even with the defense's objections, they still have not completely proven the defendant's innocence, so we shall continue this trial tomorrow. The prosecution will search for any remaining evidence and prepare the witness of which they spoke. If the defense wishes to prove the witness innocent, please continue to take the measures necessary to accomplish this. Acknowledged, Your Honor. Understood, Your Honor. And with that, today's trial is over. Yay, we survived. Easy peasy. Aya, even though you had to make it look like you weren't a spy or anything, couldn't you have made it just a little easier for me in there? But Aya, if I hadn't found that evidence, I wouldn't have been able to make any headway at all. Now, at least it's over, isn't it? Huh? Thanks a lot for your hard work. I'm going to go back to my shrine for some green tea. See you later. Hey now, we're not done yet. What? All there was between you and the guilty verdict today were a few sheets of paper, and we weren't yet able to completely prove your innocence. Go what? Weren't you listening during the trial? I fell asleep. You wouldn't happen to be upset, would you? Please don't fall asleep during tomorrow's trial. I will try as hard as I possibly can. Man, that was such a short trial and she fell asleep. What a sleeping master. Oh yeah, putting your legs on the desk is bad manners, you know? Here's your tea. Sip. Yeah, that's hot. Really, that's why I told you to be careful. Huh? You did? Yes, I did. Maybe I didn't notice it. Anyway, why are you staring at the sky like that? Sorry, I used up all the evidence I found in yesterday's trial, so now I have no ammunition left. What? That's why I'm thinking about just giving up. If we don't have any evidence, we don't have any chance. Isn't that a little drastic? Drastic? How am I supposed to defend Miss Hakri otherwise? Go find more. There was something about Mr. Winosuke. Can we find some more evidence? Slim chance of that happening. The prosecution's evidence picked it clean. I was lucky just to find that wrapping paper. So is that how it is? We could just find some kind of lead. But the sake. How about talking to Miss Hakri some more first? Nothing else we can do, I guess. Any ideas? We can't do a whole lot right now. Well, so what can we do? Didn't I tell you already? If you did, I didn't hear it. Oh. Detention cell. Talk to Rinosuke. I wanna go home. Don't they have tea here? But it's all black tea. I want to drink green tea, bask in the sun's warmth, but that's going to have to wait. Grr, I thought this would have been a piece of cake for you. It should have ended before the judge touched her gavel. That doesn't even make sense. Oh, that's right, Miss Hakri. What is it? During yesterday's trial, a question occurred to me. A question? Yes, Miss Hakri. Why are you the one who was arrested? What are you talking about, Mumiji? She's the prime suspect in the case. So that's not what I meant. To put it simply, we don't know her motive. Is there a reason why Miss Hakri had to put Miss Ibuki into a coma? Pretty much none. No one brought it up yesterday, so I thought everyone already knew. Maybe I'm the only one who doesn't. Momiji? I'm sorry for something so basic to slip right past me. Just that I was taken somewhere all of a sudden, so maybe. You wanted to come down here today to ask that question? I suppose so. That's what you said earlier. What? I did? Of course. Did you really hear that? So, Miss Hakri, we ran out of time during yesterday's trial, so I was unable to bring up that point. But I'll ask you now, when you were arrested, did they say anything about what they thought your motivation was? There's absolutely no way you came down here planning on asking me that. Well, whatever are you insinuating? Of course we did. It's you, Momiji. Why are you looking at me like that? It's not like I did anything wrong. Well, whatever. To answer your question, they didn't explain anything. I completely forgot to ask about it too. Huh? I knew it. I had a feeling something strange was going on. I'll say, I don't know how I would end up in here otherwise. There just might be something going on behind the scenes after all. Maybe we should ask Miss Izayo for the details. Any ideas? Can you think of anything else we can use as a clue? Is that what you really wanted to ask me? This case is about you, so I figured you would be the best source for that kind of information. Well, let's see. I tried to a bit of that sake even though I really didn't want to, not knowing what kind it was. No, I didn't even get why that bottle is in the wrapping paper was delivered in the first place. What? Didn't you order it? No, I didn't. That certainly is odd. I was only asked to make the delivery though. But before you made that delivery, I had already got everything I ordered. Sounds like a discrepancy to me. The sake that you personally had ordered had already been delivered. That's right, the last bottle was one extra. And then once it arrived, Suika just ignored all the other bottles and wanted a drink from that. I only gave it to her because she asked, so it's not like I meant to knock her out. I think it's missing an eye. I see, all of a sudden we're drowning in questions. I had a feeling there was more to this case. And we're still in a difficult position. There's just so little evidence to go by. I think whoever did it planned it like that. We're certainly dealing with a criminal mastermind. They seem to realize that leaving behind a lot of evidence would have made things more obvious. Well, how about we go ask around some more? Nothing else we can do, so we might as well. Bye bye, Reimu. Sakuya, give me some evidence. Give me some info. Ah, there you are. I don't think you should point at others in such a manner. But I have something I need to ask you. Whatever could it be that would have you so agitated? Reimu's motive. You say that Miss Hakure is a prime suspect, but so far I've heard nothing about motive. That's because you never asked. I shouldn't have to. If I don't know anything, how am I supposed to do my job? But you didn't notice it yourself until today. I didn't think I would have to bring up something so obvious. But it's not necessary for you to know, is it? It is necessary, so please tell me. Very well then. Actually, the start of this case was not at the time of the party. I see. The first witness from the previous day told me Miss Hakure and Miss Ibuki engaged in a damaku battle a short time before the party. Is that true? Miss Hakure didn't mention it herself. Do you believe a suspect would tell the authorities anything resembling a motive? You have a point. However, as far as our reasons for arresting Miss Hakure, I suppose we should inform you of that much. That would be a great help. First, there is a matter of serving Miss Ibuki sake that is harmful to those of Tony clan. That is essentially assault. Okay. Then there is what happened that caused this incident. This happened shortly before the judicial system went into effect. Miss Hakure and Miss Ibuki had a dispute and held a damaku battle to settle it. But for Genzokyo, that's not exactly unusual, is it? No, it's not. In fact, it probably wouldn't have come to this otherwise. Miss Ibuki was the cause of the dispute. However, damaku battle itself ended in a draw. So Miss Hakure wasn't able to get even with Miss Ibuki, and it's related to this case. That is our conclusion. But Miss Hakure had no idea. Miss Nubashiri, if you were the suspect, wouldn't you attempt to lie if you thought it would improve your situation? What you did, you say you didn't do. And what you didn't do, you say you did. Oh. Anything else you would like to discuss? Please wait a minute. Who was the other witness? I'm not at liberty to say. They will be giving their testimony at the next trial. That's not how you do law. What? Now, if you will excuse me, I must take my leave. Oh. What are we going to do now, Aya? Well, let's keep asking around. We're solely lacking information. I can't even write an article like this. Let's go to the open area first. Kanai, are you here? Hello. Oh, hello. Here again, I see. Yes, anyway, I'm not going to mince words. I'm here because I can't find any other good clues. There's a scene of the crime, too. The investigators said almost the same thing. I'm not sure if that's a good sign. Origin. Are you aware of the matter at the origin of the case? Origin? Yes, there was apparently a quarrel between Miss Hakuri and Miss Ibuki. Oh yes, I knew about that much. Miss Izao also inquired about it. If she talked with you then. Was I not supposed to mention that? I'm so very sorry. Wonderful. You're the witness for the next trial? Witness? What do you mean? Huh? Oh, so you're not the witness? No one has informed me at least. Is that so? Yes. Probably Rinosuke. Reimu's Crow. Says Kochiya, you wouldn't happen to know the reason why Miss Hakure fought with Miss Ibuki? Actually, I do. Really? I just asked on a whim. I didn't think you would actually know. What is it? Please wait just a moment. I don't think they can wait until Miss Hakure returns, so I suppose I can give them to you. What? Here, this is the cost behind everything. It's... the rice cakes? Miss Hakure bought some rice cakes, but then Miss Ibuki ate them. That's why they decided to have a Danmaku battle. So why are there still rice cakes here? Even though the battle ended in a draw, Miss Ibuki brought these afterwards. So Miss Ibuki gave these to her as an apology. In that case, it sounds like they made up. That may be true, but regardless, please take these with you. If they aren't eaten soon, then they'll go to waste. After we submit them as evidence, we will gladly do so. This seems important. With this evidence, we can overturn the idea that Miss Hakure is still holding a grudge. Well, I think we still need more information though. Stored in a dark, cool place so they won't go bad. I guess nothing more. Let's go to Rinosuke. I get the feeling we've become frequent shoppers around here. Well, we aren't shopping. It's just that all of the cases seem to be connected to the store. Rinosuke is a mastermind, a criminal mastermind. He's manipulating everyone. It seems he's being treated as more of a handyman than a shop owner. You two, maybe you should be having this conversation anywhere but in front of the person you're talking about. Fine, I'm not worried about that. Me neither. Maybe we should be. Reimu's order. Have you heard about the case? Oh, the reason why Reimu was arrested, right? Exactly. I would like to take this opportunity to ask you if you knew what kind of sake you had delivered. Are you serious? Of course I'm serious. There was something that Miss Hakure didn't order in delivery. I brought it to her. It was that one bottle of sake, which is the smoking gun in this case. The onikere sake? That's right. So are you absolutely sure Miss Hakure placed an order for that sake? Yeah, no doubt about it. So just since the order came so late, I wasn't able to have it ready in time to send it with the first order. So she specifically ordered it? She wrote the name and everything. I see. Wait, that's it? That's it. I'm certain that's the bottle that was ordered afterward. Really? Why would I lie? I said I was certain. What are we going to do, Aya? Well, we can't change the truth. But despite that, I know Miss Hakurei isn't the only suspect. And if she was the one who ordered the sake, yes. What about this one? The shape match, but they aren't the same color. But what if I were to do this? And now there's no way I'd be able to tell the two apart. But what does that mean? Did it just say that you couldn't tell the smoking gun apart from this other bottle? Yes, I suppose so. However, I didn't deliver any more bottles after that. The one Miss Inubashiri took. So it doesn't matter anyway. I see. Oh, the one thing we didn't want to hear. Well, be quiet. Wrapping paper. This is the paper I used to wrap up the bottles. Why do you wrap them up? It's a fun way to pass the time. Somehow that seems a little sad. Okay, is that everything? Okay, let's go to Reimu. Let's talk about the rice cake. I haven't the slightest idea what that is. It's fucking rice cakes. It all happened because of this, and you're certain it wasn't you, which is why you asked me to defend you, right? Of course. Where do I go now? I'm confused where to go now. There doesn't seem to be anything to click here. I think I missed something from Renosuke. Oh. Speaking of which, how exactly did you get that bottle of sake? Ah, that's a good question. Actually, they haven't made that kind of sake in a long time. Japanese names. Minamoto Yorimitsu and the Four Divas. Watanabe no Suna, Wakasaka no Kintoki, Usui no Haramitsu and Urabe Hiretake, and the Shuten Doji extermination. Have you heard of them? Nope. I have a general understanding, so what does that have to do with? Think you can take a guess. By using the methods forgotten by history, they made the sake forgotten by history. A sake that can make even Oni death drunk. By the way, I made the label myself. It doesn't really matter right now. But at least the answer is the question of how this sake came into being. But Mr. Morichika, how were you able to find and supply something like that? Well, it was for sale actually. Then I got a message from Reimu saying today's party is probably going to last a long time, so I need something to keep it short. I thought we were supposed to find evidence that would help our case. What the hell do you want? Do I talk to Oh, yeah. So we have to ask Reimu about it now. Miss Hakri isn't questioning, it seems. Let's come back later. Ah, shit. Let's go to Korindo and then Hakri Shrine. Okay. Nothing new, seems. Okay, something new. We're on the right track. We are on the right track. Is that who I think it is? That looks like Miss Inabai, doesn't it? What's she doing in a place like this? What should we do? We better hide, hurry. She seems to be in high spirits. I wonder if she's up to something. Man, her hair is like super glossy. I get the feeling I'm being watched. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Distract her, quick. A doge. Mobiji, bark like a dog. Huh? Hurry. Oh, okay, woof woof woof. Huh? What's a dog doing in a place like this? That didn't work, Momiji. Hurry and run into the forest. Yep. Well, it ran into the forest. Well, whatever. Dude, that was way too close for comfort. What happened? Looks like she lost interest. Hiya, Miss Inaba came from the open area. What was she doing in there? The one who's there now is Miss Kochia. Everyone in Genzokyo knows that. So what does that mean? Maybe Miss Inaba had some business with her. I would like to know what that business was. But she's already gone, so there's no telling. Well, we could ask Miss Kochia as a last resort. We don't know if it has anything to do with this case, so it'll be kind of difficult. But what happened to your reporter spirit? Momiji? I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? You're absolutely right. My duty to interview her as a reporter. Thanks a lot. I had nearly forgotten. Hiya. Echiko. Binde Hakri Shrine. Hello. Welcome. Were you able to find any clues? Things have gotten awfully difficult. Visitors? Did anyone else visit you after we did? Anyone else? Yes, someone other than us. I thought that maybe it would be some sort of hint or lead. No one else has visited today. Why do you think someone had done so? Just wishful thinking. I'm a little desperate for new developments. I see. How unfortunate. No one else has visited the shrine today, so there's nothing I can do to help. I see. Why is she trying to hide what happened with Miss Inaba? Very sus. Very sus. Now that's all for today. What do you mean? I have my own shrine to attend to. I can't remain at this one all day. The Moria Shrine may not have many visitors, but at least they are here there. I can't disagree with you on that. If we meet again, excuse me. Goodbye. Take care. Here she goes. Didn't she seem a little flustered just now? Now that you mention it, something fishy is going on here. However, we don't have time to go to the Moria Shrine today. We need that time to prepare for the trial. Did she leave anything sus? Nope. Doesn't seem like there's anyone here. Attention, so now? Yep. Any news? It's been 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and then shoved back another step, basically. So no progress at all. I'd prefer if you thought of it as not losing ground. I don't know about that. Motive. Miss Sakura, I think I know what your motive was. Really? What was my motive? It's quite a strange conversation. But if you won't say it, do you remember the rice cakes? What? Ah, that's right, those rice cakes. So what about them? Suika ate them. Ah, thank goodness, if you hadn't remembered, that would have cemented your place in my memory as truly pitiable, so... You're definitely looking for a fight right now. I assure you, I'm simply window shopping. Ah, whatever, just get to your question. Oh, that's right. What happened to those rice cakes? Well, I challenged Suika to a Tamaku battle, but it ended in a draw after that. Suika brought some more rice cakes, so we called it even. But the ones Suika brought were plain. The ones she ate were sweet bean filled. That was the only downside. You're scary when it comes to food. Of course I am. I must have snacks with my tea. Anyway, are there still hard feelings after that was settled? Though quite a big sneeze there. Even though I'm scary about food, I don't have time to be constantly angry. Because sipping tea takes a lot of time. It's the most important time of day. You say so. In any case, I had more or less forgotten about it. No longer bothered me at all. Ah, now that I think about it, there's one more thing. Would it happen to be this? Yes, that's it. Thanks for bringing it all this way. They don't have any Japanese snacks here at all, so I'm glad you came with those for me. Sorry, but I'm unable to hand them over. This is evidence. And look, they're awfully close to the expiration date. We're extremely grateful for your submission. What did you say? Can't give them to you. Please don't try to change my mind. But I was so looking forward to them. Additional order. By the way, Miss Sakura, when did you place the follow-up order at Korindo? Just a little before the party, I think. But there was no sake on this order. Are you sure about that? Absolutely, I only ordered more snacks. Well, bacon, salmon, dried fish, scallops, things like that. That doesn't seem like a party platter. Well, what do you know? Processed foods are the best because they go great with sake. Well, I wasn't disagreeing with you. How did Mr. Morichika respond? I was busy making preparations, so I don't know. He just said he would deliver what he could. But since you brought everything, guess there weren't any problems. Just looked like he felt the whole order. But that brings up another question. Why did Momiji deliver it? What do you mean? You're the one who told me to go buy snacks at Korindo, weren't you? The shrine just happened to be on the way back. So that's what happened. Really, you're so mean, Aya. I guess that's it. Go to Korindo again. Is there anything new? Nope. Nope. Well, why did I have that stupid party anyway? Now, don't worry about it. I'll invite you to the next Tengu party. Will there be rice cakes? Can't promise you that, but I'll do what I can. Well, it looks like the timer is up. Ah. What is it? Did you remember something important? When you said timer, it reminded me that I'm still in the middle of a shogi game with Nitori. Why you little? Hehehe. What is the matter, Miss Sakura? You look rather depressed. Please. Pleased with what? T. You're still going on about that? I think I'm going into withdrawal. Why did I bring a little flask away with me? Tea, really? Hand it over. No, not so fast, Miss Hakure. Please drink it slowly, slowly. You'll hurt your stomach. You're acting like you've been stranded somewhere for days without sustenance. Glug, glug, glug. Who knew? Phew, who needs the Horai elixir when you've got this? Incredible, she drank the whole thing dry. Wow, my belly's all full now. Because you're wearing that outfit, it's easy to tell when you've made a pig of yourself. But it'll go away soon, tea's just liquid. In that case, I better take a picture now. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Front page material, if you ask me. Hand over the negatives this instant. Okay, but in exchange I'll have to leave to find another story. Is that acceptable? Grr. Just think of it as a form of compensation, if you please. My enthusiasm for tea left an opening. What is it this time? Don't tell me you left another shogi game in progress. Of course not, the trial started, although no one seems to have told us. Oh shoot. The second day of trial of Reimu Hakure is now in session. Have both sides make their preparations. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Likewise for the defense, Your Honor. Excellent. Now let us have your opening statement, Miss Knowledge. Yes, Your Honor. First, about the theory of mistaking the two bottles, we have determined that there is no possibility that sake came from the defenseless bottle. And that is why you appear so pompous. Precisely, Your Honor. Do you have any objections, Miss Shameimaru? Well, if it's a signed statement, not really. Honestly, you caused us a lot of trouble. We had to thoroughly clean out all those bottles thanks to you. There was nothing to do about nothing. What else did you expect from the mass media? Anyways, moving on. Being that Miss Inubashiri testified yesterday, we have prepared our next witness. Seeing how scarce the evidence is in this case, the prosecution believes any testimony will be vital. No matter what the cost, I take it. However... No, please do not worry about it, Your Honor. May the witness enter the court. Yes, they may. Oh shit. Man, her ear is so small from the back. Miss Knowledge, are you sure this isn't some kind of cruel prank? What kind of reaction is that? Unfortunately, I am entirely serious. Even the prosecution finds her not entirely satisfactory. You know? Somehow I suddenly feel like sentencing her now. Please bear with us for the time being, Your Honor. I wonder if this is how it feels for a dog waiting for the command to eat the treat sitting on its nose. It was a pain teaching Momiji to do that, I tell you what. Anyway, may we move on? My thoughts exactly. Now witness, your name and occupation. You people are riot, acting so high and mighty. But I'll play along, I guess. Teinaba with a silent W. My occupation is rabbit? Again with the indefinite occupations. What's indefinite about it? I come from a long line of rabbits, you know. Well, compared to the 3 from yesterday, it does seem rather sound. Oh, that's not very nice. You can't handle it. She just described someone even more pitiable. Now please begin your testimony, spare no facts, and tell no lies. But if I do tell a lie, won't I be found out during the cross-examination? Like you had to ask. By the way, she will give testimony on subjects not touched on yesterday, including Miss Hakure's motives for drugging Miss Ibuki. Oh, I see. I saw the fight between Reimu and Suika. It was pure Damako until the very end, although there wasn't a winner. In other words, a draw. I also saw the moment when Reimu poured the sake. Thought it was weird for her to be doing the pouring in the first place. I could tell there was definitely something up with her. Super sus like usual. Tay the ultimate fraudster. That does sound like a grounds for a motive, and her pouring sake at a party raised a number of questions. The prosecution shares those same questions. Everyone's looking at Miss Hakril like she did it. What do you think, Aya? I agree, I can't really picture her pouring sake. She'd bully someone else into doing it instead. So is it hopeless? The fan seems to be whispering about something. Are you not going to cross-examine? No, of course we will. Please let us start our cross-examination. Tay, you're gonna get wrecked. Just in case, let's save here. Start a fight. Give more info. How did it? Please do not be in a hurry, Miss Shameimaru. She will answer your question shortly. It's going to be hard to press more info out of her, it seems. And press. What was the mood at the time? What? Mood? It was a Danmaku battle. The mood was the same as it always is. And after it was over? That seemed pretty normal too. You don't say. You also saw the Reimu pouring it? How long were you at the party? I was there for the whole thing. So you were also aware of Miss Ibuki not waking up? Nope, I left before they started cleaning. What a freeloader. However, she was the one who was pouring sake for Miss Ibuki all night, wasn't she? Yeah, that's why I thought it was weird. I thought for sure she'd still be mad about the fight. Why would she be? After all, she didn't even order that sake in the first place. There is no proof of that. As long as there is no proof she didn't order it, that is only a theory. Objection sustained. I agree that your claim alone is not very persuasive. How am I supposed to prove what was never there to begin with? Something doesn't seem right to me. What do you mean? I'm talking about Miss Inubashiri's testimony from yesterday. She said something like this. Miss Ibuki asked Miss Hakure to pour her a bottle right away. What we have here is a discrepancy between these testimonies. There is no such thing. Miss Inubashiri was watching from the open area, so she might not have noticed the expression on the defendant's face. That is impossible. Otherwise, how would she have heard what Miss Ibuki said? Miss Inaba's testimony has a gaping flaw. What? You're right. There does seem to be a rather large discrepancy. Witness, what is the meaning of this? Just hold your horses now. You can't expect me to remember everything exactly. I'm not a camera or anything. But based on our witness's normal behavior, I doubt her testimony is terribly reliable. I'm no dumb bunny. I know what happened that night. Well, she's an audacious one. She's kind of like you when no one else is watching. Oh, Momiji. I'm very sorry. I got it now. Now I remember what happened. Then please add it to your testimony. Yeah. The more she lies, the easier it'll get. Supposedly, anyway. Let's do this. What actually happened? That dog or Tengu or whatever doesn't really know what happened at the time because she left. Reimu had a blank look on her face as she poured Suika the sake, but I knew it was just an act. When Suika got all unsteady, Reimu had this look on her face like, I was waiting for this, yeah. That dog or tango or whatever, is that supposed to be me, Sniff? That should be enough to indicate as such. More than enough even. You have no room to talk, but are you sure you made no mistake this time? Yeah, no problem. Very well, will the defense cross-examine? We will, but what am I supposed to do with this testimony? I was supposed to find something to support our side effortlessly. Such a weird ass testimony. So Momiji left before the act took place? That's right. Is that all? What else am I supposed to say? Alright, I get it. Reimu had a blank look on her face as she poured Suika the sake, but I knew it was just an act. Let's review our evidence before we can't find contradictions. How did you know that? Know what? Didn't you say her blank look was just an act? You're pretty nosy, aren't you? It's my job to be nosy. When let's have some sense. Tish, fine. What do you want me to say? What she is thinking behind the facial expression is something on the person herself knows. Why do you say it was an act? I go with what my gut tells me, that's all. Your Honor, defendant is still just a suspect. She has no right to be subjected to this baseless slander. Agreed. By order of the court, the witness will mind their manners. It is difficult to be impartial if everyone is sharing their own personal opinions unchecked. Silly me. I think that brought me a little closer to finding something. How much time had passed until she became unsteady? Well, let's say here, if I had to say, I guess about 3 hours or so. In the amount of sake? What? So you mean how much she drank? Yes, that's right. How much sake did Miss Ibuki drink until she collapsed? Did you see the moment when she drank past her limit? Yeah, clear as day. Pretty sure she had 5 or 6 bottles by then. And you're clear about that? Man, you're persistent. I'm certain, okay? Something doesn't feel right about that. Press harder. Doesn't that seem strange to you? Why would it? Because didn't she drink some of that Oni killer when Miss Inubashiri showed up? Yeah, and? And so that means she was awake for 3 hours after drinking it. Proof? What? Do you have proof that she wasn't awake for 3 hours? Well... Your Honor, defense has clearly wasted their time in pressing the witness. Agreed, that would be a penalty, Miss Shameimaru. That didn't work. I need something more concrete. Let's try driving her into a corner with evidence. I don't know what to put. We're talking about her drinking, falling asleep. I'm sure you remember what kind of sake she had. It came in this bottle, right? Ah, yeah, that's it. Alright. She had 5 or 6 bottles. There's only 1 bottle of it though. She had 5 or 6 bottles of that right there. Good. Cool, what's going on? Why'd everyone clam up? Miss Naba, If you were really at the party, you would have seen. What are you talking about? I said so in my testimony, so what's with the silent treatment? Hold your tongue, witness, before I cut it out. Wow, that's an enema for you. She practically exploded. Any lesser being would break down in tears. Kind of like what Doji did just now. Miss Inaba, this bottle is the smoking gun in this case. Tell me something I don't know. Gladly, how about the fact that this was the only bottle of this brand of sake at the shrine that night? What? Ah, I knew it was careless of me to believe you. What? This particular bottle on that night was open, still wrapped up in paper. But regardless of that fact, why did you not hesitate to claim that you saw several bottles of this at the party? That is... Answer the question. Oh crap, why don't you just shut up already? You really take some sick pleasure in breaking people down, don't you? What if I was just mistaken about how many bottles I saw, huh? What then? Loosen up, be a little more flexible, you windbag. Pant. I'm sorry, Miss Inaba, but that's too little too late. You're in a court of law. Even minor mistakes are inexcusable here. If you aren't lying, you should be a little more composed. Grr. That's enough, witness. Now, Miss Knowledge. Yes. This matter is almost severe enough to warrant a penalty. We're truly ashamed of this fiasco. The court cannot accept the testimony of this witness. Please escort Tei Inaba from the courtroom immediately. Yes, you should use a little more discretion in your actions. You're obstinate and you don't use your abilities for the benefit of others. Ah, shut up. She certainly as quick as a rabbit. Oh my, the witness ran away. What's going to happen now? The gallery will be silent. Order in the court. Your Honor, at this time, I would like to again offer my deepest apologies for the scandalous behavior of Miss Inaba. Yes, I believe now it is time for me to give you the penalty I spoke of earlier. To accept the penalty, I will also be willing to overlook that little incident. You are truly magnanimous, Your Honor. Now, Miss Shameimaru. Yes, Your Honor. As of now, today's trial has been void of purpose. That is of no direct fault of anyone, Your Honor. However, it is unacceptable to let today's trial end this way. Excuse me? Miss Knowledge requested 2 witnesses to testify in today's trial. I see. Despite what happened, I cannot change the plans. Therefore, today's trial will continue as scheduled. But in this case I am unable to reach a good decision, I will give you the authority to summon a witness tomorrow. What? That is the penalty I am imposing on the prosecution. If the defense is able to choose a witness, surely they would summon one that would support their side. But only if we can get that far. Is it acceptable, Miss Knowledge? I have no objections. Very well, now trial is in recess. I ask the prosecution to prepare the next witness in the meantime. Yeah! I'm trying as hard as humanly possible not to fall asleep. I'm out of there defending my hat off for you. The least you can do is stay awake. Even if you are working hard, doesn't look like you've made much headway. We have our backs against the wall, but if anyone can keep the finishing blow from landing, I definitely can. Well, I have been that fortunate, I guess. But if you can't make any headway, how are you going to win? You just have to make it through the rest of the day. Although that depends on what happens with the next witness. The rest of the day? Yes, that's right. We need to last until tomorrow, because I wasn't able to find anything decisive that would help us earlier. That's why we have to wait it out today and wrap it up tomorrow. So you're guaranteeing you'll win tomorrow? Not really. But we have a much better chance tomorrow. Today, it'd be more likely for Miss Kirisame to return the books she borrowed That is to say, not at all. During today's investigation, we found a few things we wanted to look into further. That's what we'll do tomorrow. Alright, I got it. I really want to go back to my green tea, but I'll try to hold out one more day. Thank you for your understanding. Please stay awake during the rest of the trial too, unless you want me to join the prosecution. You're pretty hung up on that, aren't you? Absolutely. I think the recess is about to begin. Alright, even if we can't win today, let's fight for tomorrow. Let's give it our all, Momiji. Yes. Is it Rinosuke? Who's coming up? Trial is now back in session. Has the next witness been prepared, Miss Knowledge? Of course, Your Honor. Going to be either Rinosuke or Sanai, I think. Well, it's not much of a guess because that's the only two people left. It's probably gonna be Rinosuke, I think. Okay, let's bring the witness to the stand. Yep, Rinosuke. Why is there a surprise? He's actually relevant. You ended up caught in this case as well, I see. You're the owner of the corridor, aren't you? You ended up caught in this case as well, I see. Well, it's not like I wanted to be involved. Well, that may be the case. We believe you're an impartial third party. Although I suppose we should have consulted with you about him beforehand, Your Honor. Pardon me. As long as we make some progress, I will be satisfied. In that case, witness, your name and occupation. Rinosuke Morichika, proprietor of Korindo. Our motto is find what your heart desires most, dear. Man, he talked way more during that part. It's like he's used to it now at this point. Finally, our first clearly defined occupation. But if you want your motto to be more relevant, maybe you should be more willing to sell your wares. Oh, think about it. Why did you seem a little embarrassed just now? Anyway, I have asked the witness to give his testimony about the defendant's additional order. We wanted his testimony from the start of the case. A very simple order. This could be just a little ugly. I received her follow-up order a few days later. Seems there would be more people attending than she had anticipated, so she ordered some more sake and refreshments. But seeing as how there were going to be more heavy drinkers than heavy eaters, there wasn't much on the additional order. When Miss Inubashiri stopped by unexpectedly, I decided to ask her to deliver it as a favor. Yes, a fine testimony. Logical with no apparent room for error, but... What will the defense do? Do you still want to cross-examine? Yes, of course we will. I have to cross-examine. Just because he didn't lie doesn't mean there isn't a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's press everything. I received her follow-up order a few days later. Can you be more specific? I don't have an exact date, no, but I can't say it wasn't too long after the first order. So when was the first order? The first order was around 10 days before the party. I believe the second order was placed 3 to 5 days later. I see, that doesn't seem too different from what Miss Hakuri said. What were the contents of the order? Dried fish, salmon, scallops, rice chips, peanuts, whale bacon, and of course sake. What the hell is whale bacon? Whale bacon. Wait, so it's literally bacon made out of whale meat? Wait, what the fuck? What did fast forward? Did Miss Sakura really order the sake? What's that supposed to mean? Trying to say that there is a very real possibility of you trying to hide something. I'm gonna lose a life. I don't think it's prudent to speculate in such a manner. Objections are sustained. Unless you have proof, I cannot let you continue with your train of wishful thought. That's my apologies. They seem upset. What should I do? Assertively. But Your Honor, the defense claims that the defendant did not order the sake. Why haven't you showed us any evidence? That's right, your claim now is just a guess and defamation no less. Ah shit. Yeah. Let's press again though to see what we missed. Are you certain about that? That is everything. I see. Press this. How much was it? Well, not much. Well, not more than what one person could carry, as Miss Inubashiri demonstrated. Press. Why did you ask her to make the delivery? She's much faster than I am. She accepted my request with pleasure. Your Honor, may I verify his testimony with Miss Inubashiri? Yes, you may. Moji, what do you think? Yes, he is right about that. It didn't seem particularly difficult, so I agreed. The sake is the key here. Maybe we should have brought some with us. I'm gonna save right now. I don't know what to press with. Either this one or the next one I have to press or present the sake, I think. So let's present this one. Nope. That's wrong. Nope, that's wrong as well. Are we supposed to do it timidly? say something? Continue timidly. Yay, so that was right. Saying I doubt she ordered the sake because there seems to be something missing. If you're going to say that, why haven't you? No, if you're that concerned, why don't I show you the order form? Order form? Yes, she came to the store when she made the first order, but the additional order was sent. On this. Seems there are 2 sheets. The snacks are all written down on the first page, the sake was on the second. There were 2 pages in the order. Yes, that's right. The second page was added 1 day after the first. What? What is it, Aya? Your Honor. What is it, Miss Shameimaru? Why are you so excited all of a sudden? Please don't accept this evidence just yet. Why not? Explain yourself. There are 2 pages on this order form. The first page has the snacks and the second has the sake. And the pages were received on different days. Yes, that much is certain. And please recall my claim that the defendant did not order the sake. Since you're the only one who has seen this order form, I want to attempt to prove that the second form was not written by Miss Sakurai. Ah, I see. You're saying that if the handwriting is slightly different, it wasn't the defendant who wrote it? Exactly, Your Honor. If I may say something, there's nothing that strikes me as odd about these 2 pages. Is that still necessary? Your Honor, the prosecution believes not. You should be able to come to a decision with just those 2 pages. Even if I were able to, I would like to make my decision beyond the shadow of a doubt. No. I will allow the defense's movement. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Now, Miss Sakurai. Huh? What do you use when you usually write? What are you talking about? Were you sleeping? How rude, I was just dozing. Most people would still consider that sleeping. Anyway, what do you usually write with? I use ink and a brush. There you have it, Your Honor. May I please make the preparations? Yes, of course. Bring the witness a brush and some ink, Komachi. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. Now, Miss Sakurai, just please write like you are ordering from Miss Morichika, except order sake instead of snacks. And write the brand of the sake, Onikiller, too. Is that all? Yes, that should be fine. Okay, here you go, all done. Your Honor, I would like to submit this as evidence. The court accepts. Now, may you please allow the original order form into evidence as well? Very well, here it is. Hmm? Hmm? The writing style is different. This one's up and down. This is sideways. This one's up and down as well. Very sus. Thank you very much, Your Honor. So what now? What did you want to do with the new page? Please compare the 3 pages. The characters all look the same to me. Their shape and style seem rather uniform. This is how I see it too. The contradiction in these pages lie in the writing format. Kurai? It's in the writing format. Holy crap, I did guess it right before the options. The writing format, you say? That's right, look at the 3 sheets of paper again. The first paper has snacks written vertically. The second paper has the sake written horizontally. The third has the sake written vertically. It's the same as the second page, but written vertically instead of horizontally, meaning the writing format is different. And what does that have to do with anything? Miss Hakure, how do you normally write, vertically or horizontally? Because of what I do at the shrine, I always write vertically. Mr. Mochika, when you usually receive orders from Miss Hakure, how does she write on the forms? Now that you mention it, vertically. What in the blazes? What in blazes? I can't believe this. I believe you know what I'm getting at now. The second page was written by someone else trying to impersonate Miss Hakure. Unbelievable. Believe it, Your Honor. I doubt we can rely on the fact that Miss Hakure wrote the second page any long further. This has become our most troubling matter. I was about 90% positive I would be able to reach a verdict today. Don't forget about the prosecution, Your Honor. No, I never intended on that, but at this point in time, I believe I am unable to come to any sort of conclusion. As it appears that neither the prosecution nor the defense has any more resources at their disposal, I shall extend the trial for another day. The defense understands, Your Honor. The prosecution also complies, Your Honor. And seeing as how you were able to hold out for the rest of the day, Miss Shameimaru. Yes, Your Honor. I promise you can prepare a witness for tomorrow. You have until the next trial to do so. Understand, Your Honor. And with that, today's trial is adjourned. Who are we gonna call? Probably Rinosuke? Who would we call? Well, I guess we'll find more evidence before then. But I'm really curious. Good morning. Aya. Morning. Now what's the matter? You've got bags under your eyes. Couldn't sleep a wink last night. Why not? There was something that just kept nagging me. I was about to say, would that have anything to do with how Miss Kochia was acting yesterday? Your senses are improving rather nicely. Yes, there's undoubtedly something odd about Miss Kochia. In that case, why don't we call her as a witness for trial today? You read my mind. However, we need some kind of pretense to do that. I'm sure it'll be fine. If anyone can find a lead, I know you can, Naya. Do you really think so? Yes, I guess you're right. Sound like we came this far doing nothing. You're absolutely right. Let's do everything we can possibly do today. For the sake of the Bunbunmaru. Any ideas? How about it? Anything come to mind? Nothing in particular. Let you go. Go to Moria Shrine first. I'm sure Miss Kochia is inside. Ah yeah. What is it? Hurry this way. Hey, you don't need to pull me like that. What is she doing here? Looks like we made it just in time. Doesn't seem like she noticed us at least. Good job, Momiji. Your eyes are as keen as ever. Thank you very much, but what should we do about Miss Inaba? There's definitely something fishy going on. There's no way she'd go near a shrine under normal circumstances. Are you sure? Maybe she just suddenly wanted to come. Yeah, I wouldn't call that a normal circumstance. But we really can't know for sure right now. But it looks like she's going inside. Let's look around elsewhere for a while. It'd be bad if she happens to see us. Okay. Go to Korindo. Go to Rinosuke. Wait, really? Why doesn't that lazy shopkeeper seem to be here? He's not in the back either. I mentioned he's taking a leisurely stroll somewhere. Okay, detention cell? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's the matter, Miss Sakura? Why are you staring like that? Were you day good? Excuse me? Were they good? Oh. Oh shit, they expired. Oh shit. Oh shit. They're gone. Oh snap. Oh, yes they were. We enjoyed the rice cakes very much. Huh. But we're working hard to earn them. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So has our situation improved any? I can't say for sure, but I think we've found a lead. Well, it's not like I can do anything else but count on you. Regardless, can we try not to sleep in court today? I will focus on nothing else. About Sanae. About Miss Kochia, what about her? You're aware of her watching over the shrine while you are being held here, correct? Yes, she offered just after I was arrested, but I wasn't keen on the idea at first. Then I realized that she could at least sweep up the shrine while I'm stuck here, so I let her help. I see. Why did you bring it up? Did something happen to Sanae? No, nothing really. She was there when we were investigating at the shrine, so I was curious. But now you know. Thank you very much. But the order form. So there wasn't a second page in the order form that you filled out? No, there wasn't. Besides, my handwriting is just a little different. Really? Where is the difference? Look at my G's and J's. Mine curve just a little bit more. Ah, you're right. That's rather subtle. I do a lot of writing, so I'm very consistent. I could tell my writing apart from an imitation from a mile away. I understand. This should prove useful indeed. Yay. Think that's it. Let's go to Hakuri Shrine now. Doesn't look like anyone is around. I don't see anyone either. Go deeper. Who are we gonna find? The Sakuya? It appears that Miss Kochia is not here today. You're right, somehow it feels strange with no one else here. Nothing sus here. Uh, let's go to Corindo. Nice, he came back. Hijipek. Ah, it looks like he just came back. Thank goodness. We really can't afford to waste any more time. Well, it's just you two again. Guess I'm not getting any customers today either. Unfortunately for you, that is correct. I honestly wish I weren't. But the order form. About that order form, you didn't think the fact that they were written differently was the slightest bit suspicious? I suppose I really should have. But whether it's written vertically, horizontally, or even diagonally, all I see is the order. I see. Did you notice anything else unusual? If I were to say something, it's the first time I've seen her order a specific brand. She always just writes sake. I see. By the way, how long would it take to prepare another order of that Onikiller sake? I'm going to be out of stock for the near future. All I had at the time was that last bottle. At the time? Yes, the last batch I received was completely bought out by the residents of the Warrior Shrine. Or so I thought. I actually had one bottle remaining, so I reluctantly sold it to Reimu. What did you just say? What I said was I could only give Reimu the stock I had on hand at the time. No, I mean about the Moria Shrine. When did they order it? Wasn't too long ago. They had their flower viewing party recently. I see. What do you see? I see a way out, or at least a way to find a way out. I don't see it. Don't worry, I'll show you in court. Oh shit. It was Hanai who did it. So are all the other bottles of Oni Killer the same? Good question. Actually, they are not. It appears in casts, so I have to fill the bottles myself. I don't think I have more than 2 or 3 of that shape of bottle. So these labels are made by hand then. Well, it's the best I can do on my own. Anyway, where did the other bottles of Oni Killer go? They're all still at the Moria Shrine. I haven't reclaimed them yet. You don't say. This could be important evidence. Now off we go. Bam 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 bam. Sanai, where you at? Where do I go? Cause I have to present something. Maybe show something to Reimu? It all happened because of this, and you're certain it wasn't you, which is why you asked me to defend you, right? Shouldn't that be obvious? Okay. Still nothing. Can you take a real close look at these pages and compare them for me? Alright. There does appear to be a few differences in the second page, especially the G's and the J's. They look like they were written slightly off. Thank you very much. Just your opinion plenty. Glad to be of service. Can you take a real close look at this to compare? There does appear to be a few differences. They all say the same thing, I guess. The wrapping paper, you dum-dum. Bucket bottle. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's go Moria Shrine. Yep. We have to check on the pages, I think. Moria Shrine grounds. Hey, it looks like Miss Inaba is about to leave. Alright, let's find somewhere to hide and wait for her. Okay. Is she waiting for something? I can't say for sure. But I better take a picture for now. Won't she hear the shutter? Have you forgotten about my true powers? No, but I can control the wind and we're surrounded by trees. Ah, now I see. You'll mask that sound with louder sounds. Very perceptive. Now hold on to your hat. Wow, where did this gust of wind come from? Huh? What was that other sound just now? Ack, this wind's way too strong. I'm out of here. Her ears certainly aren't just for show. It looked like she almost heard it through all that wind. That was too close. If I didn't make that second gust, we would have been found out. Photograph of Tay added to the court record. Wait. That's not even Moria Shrine. That's the Chirnovic picture, but the background flipped. Because the tree was on this side. They just flipped that background. And then put Tay. Man, so lazy. Yes? I need to do some reconnaissance work. Will do. Who's my target? A certain Miss Tay Inaba. I have a hunch she's still up to no good. She was carrying something when she left. I'm sure we need to know what it is. So reconnaissance and tailing. Good, you seem to get the gist of it. Of course. I will not let myself be seen, on my honor as Inubashiri. Just what I wanted to hear. We must not let our movements be detected. Alright, I will be off now. One second. Sorry about the pause. All good again? Now that has been taken care of, I have some business I need to handle myself. Hello, anybody home? Oh, you decided to come here this time? Well, when I visited the Sakura Shrine, there was no one present. I'm unable to supervise the Sakura Shrine every day, so I have duties that need attending here. Of course. By the way, have you had any other visitors until now? Why do you ask? No reason, I just thought I detected the scent of a small animal, like a rat. More like a rabbit. Even though the nose of the Tengu are sharp, I haven't had any other visitors today. And besides, there's no one else here at the moment. If there were, it would be Lady Suako. However, she left some time ago. I see. Seems like I was mistaken. Seems so. Baloney Killer, when I visited Korindo earlier, I found out that a certain sake was delivered to the Moria Shrine. A certain sake? I'm referring to the I'm referring to the Oni Killer brand of sake. Oh yes, we did purchase it. We put it as a ceremonial offering to the gods. The way I saw it, it seemed like the sake for heavy drinkers, judging by its name. Yes, that seems rather plausible. I assume it was entirely expended. Yes, every last drop. I see. In that case, may I see the bottles that contain the Onikiri sake? The bottles? Mr. Morichika said they had yet to be reclaimed, so I imagine they would still be here. Oh yes, they are. Please come this way. No, normally we wouldn't let visitors into the kitchen. I'm sorry to impose like this. Here they are. Aha. This is definitely enough for a party. By the way, would any of the bottles happen to resemble this one? All of the bottles you see are the bottles currently in possession of the Moria Shrine. I understand. Thank you for going through the trouble. I must continue with my duties today. Please pardon my intrusion. Though I should be the one apologizing. You did come all this way. How kind of you. In that case, I will now be taking my leave. Take care. I get the feeling she was discreetly trying to drive me away. You're back. How did the mission go? Hurry, please follow me. What's going on? Please hurry, we haven't a moment to lose. Oh shit, what happened? Where did you see them? Over there, see? What? But those bottles. They're the exact same one as the ones in evidence. I saw Miss Inaba place them there earlier. You did it, Momiji. With this evidence, we'll be able to. Ah yeah, Miss Ichajiro and her forces are coming. Hurry, hide somewhere. Just as we were informed. Take these bottles into evidence. Shoot, she's going to seize them. Hey, why don't you take a picture like you did earlier? Great idea, here goes. Ah, my goodness, the wind. Yes, a perfect shot. All of your shots are perfect shots, Saya. It looks like we're out of time, and it doesn't look like we'll be able to summon Miss Kochia's witness after all. I believe you'll still win somehow, Aya. So I'll hit them with everything I've got. So we need Tei as a witness. Whether it ends in joy or sorrow, it's the final day of the trial. Sure feels like do or die time now. Now, she says. You didn't have to say it at the same time. But regardless of how acute our danger senses are, we have a bit of a problem. I'd rather not know. Fine then, I won't tell you. Now it's going to bug me until you do tell. Why aren't we wishy-washy? But fair enough. The problem is, we couldn't find any other witnesses. So you're saying? The people we can summon as a witness, with the evidence we have now, are very few. If we were to summon someone, it would be highly unlikely we could to turn the tide at all. And we can't turn the tide, we'll be all washed up. But Miss Hakure, just do what you can for now. I'll also do what I can to not fall asleep. And how hard would that be? I don't think there's a time to be joking around. And why not? The trial's already started. Seriously? Even though I did not imagine it coming to this, the third day of the trial is now in session. Prosecution and defense, are you prepared? Preparations complete, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Excellent. Now please begin, Miss Knowledge. As you wish, Your Honor. Earlier today, we learned of some new evidence. It must be those bottles, no doubt. Here is that evidence. This is the Onikirisake, is it not? But 2 bottles. Precisely, Your Honor. These 2 bottles were recovered from the Hakure Shrine. They must have been hidden somewhere during the initial investigation. What? Oh no, it looks like she's gotten a bad impression, and I can't say anything about it right now. However, there are a number of problems with this evidence. And they would be? We found these 2 bottles through a tip left by an informant. However, you know not the identity of said informant? Yes, there was a message delivered to the mansion, but lacked any form of signature. Although when I say deliver, I mean it was found on the head of our gatekeeper mailing. So why did she not take notice of who left it? She was fast asleep, regrettable as it is to admit. Guess the rumors about her naps are true. Informant's letter placed in the court record. It's written sideways. So have you found the witness? Of course, please take the stand, witness. She's the chief detective Sakura Izoi, also serving as the head maid of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Must say I failed to see this coming. I hope I may be of service. But what will the witness testify? She was the one who discovered the bottles. She will give her testimony about the investigation. Very well, I would like for you to begin your testimony, witness. I will share everything I know, Your Honor. I left with my other detectives as soon as we received the note. The letter read, evidence has been placed at the Hakure Shrine. Indeed, we discovered the bottles at the shrine. We confiscated them, and after comparing them, we've concluded that they are the same as the first bottle. And upon confirmation with the owner of Korindo, they contain the same sake as the label reads. Oh, with this evidence, I believe we should be able to wrap up this case nicely. Oh, this doesn't look good at all. Your Honor, evidence this airtight should be all but conclusive. But I doubt that the defense will be left this go without their usual meddling. Wait, why aren't they suspicious at all? Even in the letter, they said just now earlier that they placed the evidence at that great shrine. So what are you saying? With every tiny nitpicky press, they drag out this long trial even longer. If I feel they press without a sufficient reason, I will immediately raise an objection. Shut up, actually. Very well, I myself would like to keep this as short as possible. But hey, wait a minute. Don't I have a say at all here? Denied. If you were going to break down their testimony in the first place, a poetry pricing wouldn't work at all. Well, that might be so, but... Now, begin your cross-examination. Well, too late to object anymore. Let's save here. That's unimportant. Yeah, has been placed. Let's press. Why did you choose to trust this information? It didn't matter whether or not we did. All that was necessary was to investigate. Even efforts one thinks is useless may divulge the truth. Using a slick line doesn't excuse your hypocrisy. I'm tempted to press this and the next one here. I'll press this one first. I can lose the one knife. I wonder who placed them there. Who knows? Huh? We are presently investigating the matter, so we still have no specific details on the informant. Is that so? And on with basing it that first by appearance, that is too easy to determine simply by looking at them. Second by confirmation. Let's whoops. Hit the mic. So that makes these bottles evidence. But of course, even the fact that these bottles have not been submitted as evidence until now is evidence itself. Oh, if I could have just gotten a picture of Miss Inaba with those bottles. Oh yeah, why haven't you shown them the picture of the bottles? Because it isn't evidence of anything. What? Why? I told you that I saw Miss Inaba put them there with my own two eyes. And you have proof of that. I'm sorry, I see what you mean now. I didn't want to present that photo though. There must be something. I believe in you, Aya. Oh, I know what to do. We're going to show the bottle first. It was because it was delivered to the Moria Shrine as well. Maybe this one? I don't get the logic in this game. Kinda load. Or maybe I have to show the picture of the bottles and then say it was from Warrior Shrine after. Oh, I think we're supposed to do like a little like, what's it called? What's the terms? Red trail? I forgot what the term's called. Basically, we're gonna say, are you talking about these bottles? And then say like, but other than that one bottle given to the shrine, everything else was given to the Moria shrine. And then we will be like, then who brought it there? Then we'll say it was Tay. Look, she was at Moria shrine. What? I don't get this part. Ah, there we go. And even though I know where the logic is going, it's hard to figure out which one I'm supposed to present it at. There we go. Time to sink or swim. Hey Shameimaru, why do you seem so stiff? Ah well, it's just that the debate like this only comes along once in a lifetime. I'm just trying to savor the moment. I see, I was almost certain you were being hesitant. She's a sharp one, alright. At any rate, Miss Shameimaru, you were not planning on backing down now that you have so bravely objected, were you? But back down, I don't know the meaning of the phrase. Though, that would have been so much cooler if you hadn't stuttered. Mobiji, shush. Shut it. No matter how I look at it, you aren't a crow but a mouse. You see that this is a photo from before Detective Izoyo arrived? Oh, so that means the defense also visited the crime scene. Yes, exactly. However, we did not see the moment when the bottles were placed there. So what were you hoping to accomplish with this disruption? Nothing, apparently, except wasting our time. You shall be given a pen. This doesn't look good, Aya. Hurry up and interject with something. Do I even have something to interject with? What am I supposed to do here? There's one more piece of evidence. Because this testimony. What was that? What do you mean this evidence is part of a set? Yes, it is. Yet another unconvincing reply. Your Honor, this is merely a scheme to stall for time. I'm not stalling anything, and now I've crossed the point of no return. Really, in that case, please show us. If you aren't trying to stall for time, show us this evidence immediately. Can't go back now. Alcohol. Wait, that's the wrong one? I guess we have to do this first, then the alcohol. Miss Inaba? Yes, that is clearly Miss Inaba. What does this picture have to do with the first one? I knew this was a stalling tactic. You are mistaken. Please compare the two pictures. I am unable to see your point. Just what is odd about these two pictures? That's right, point out to for us. Understood, Your Honor. Oh shit. The cloth. Please look here and here. There does seem to be something here, but what is it? What are you pointing at? This is a wrapping cloth. A wrapping cloth? Yes, and by the way, this picture of Miss Inaba was taken just before the picture of the bottles. So what are you saying is that Miss Inaba used the wrapping cloth to move the bottles to the Hakurei Shrine? Exactly, and there was an eyewitness to the act. Our very own Miss Inubashiri was hiding nearby. An eyewitness? That's what I said. And then as you can see in her opposite hand, there is another familiar article. Is that the letter we received? Nothing gets by you, does it, Miss Detective Knowledge? You can't try to deny this evidence. I think I get the picture. Miss Inaba placed the bottles at the shrine, then informed the police about it. Does that sound about right? Yes, I think so too. And if necessary, we can also explain where we hid ourselves at the Hakurei Shrine when we took the pictures of the bottle. Well, I don't think that much is required. What do you think, Miss Knowledge? Whatever the reason, I doubt it matters. Huh? So far, everything you've said up to now has been correct. However, does this clear up any suspicions on Miss Hakurei? Eh? What I'm trying to say is, I honestly do not understand Miss Inaba's actions. But at this point in time, there's nothing that proves Miss Hakurei's innocence. Now that she mentions it, she's right. That means we need to no longer dwell upon this matter. No, I'm not done yet. The defense would like to use the right to confer upon us yesterday, Your Honor. We should choose a witness to testify. However, you can't expect me to allow you to summon someone completely unrelated to the incident. You must have a suitable reason for your choice. That is fine, Your Honor. I would like to request that Miss Inaba testify again. What? Wow, what a face. We believe that Miss Inaba's movements were instigated by someone else. And if they were, then this will open a new path in the trial. And we can clearly determine her motive. This might lead to a second witness. In short, if we learn her reasoning, I believe that will bring us closer to the truth. And this isn't just speculation. Patience, Miss Knowledge. As the prosecution pointed out, this seems like a pure speculation. However, right now we are quite a few pieces short of a full puzzle, and we might very well never complete it. I should not come to a verdict based solely on one-sided evidence. If there is a possibility, no matter how small, or if there is some piece of evidence that needs our attention, we must leave no stone unturned. Thank you very much, Your Honor. No, I should be the one thanking you. It was you who insisted on the importance of not hiding evidence. It is the least I can do for now. I see. Alright, time to lace up my combat boots, keta. Let's bring this fight to an end. Then, if the prosecution would please summon Miss Inaba as witness, with all haste, until the preparation are in order, this trial is in recess. Holy crap. Tsunai is gonna get some. I've been to party shorter than this climax. Indeed, it just never seems to end, but please remain resolute. Forget it. But thou must. Yeah, I said forget it. But thou must. But in times like this, you two still have the energy to have the most exhausting conversations. I want nothing more to do with this ridiculousness. I think that would be my line, actually. But you were able to pull Miss Inaba back onto the witness stand just like you had planned. You're right about that, but don't you think going straight for the mastermind would have been more efficient? It's too late to say that now. But you're aware that if we fail, it's all over. Why didn't you say so? I thought that it was obvious. This whole time, we made one mistake, it would have been game over. I never knew that. And you're the one who's surprised. Anyway, this situation seems pretty dangerous, don't you think? Yes, very much so. So dangerous, it's annoying. To do something about it. Be more specific. Oh, enough already, Aya. The recess is over, it's time. Oh, don't tell me we're late again. I'm actually starting to get nervous now. Your Honor, we have prepared the next witness. Efficient as always, I see. They're ready to take the stand right away. Very well, please have them do so. The reason why you have been called here again was made clear a short while ago. Yeah, I figured. The defense would like for you to testify, do you accept? Sure, I got it. Now that she is here, Miss Shameimaru, about what should she testify? Hold on, let me see here. What exactly were you doing during recess, Miss Shameimaru? We discussed a very important issue, honest, Your Honor. If it was so important, why don't you say what it was? That's enough out of you. Come on, what is it? You're supposed to be talking to me, not to each other. In any case, please tell us about what you did today, about the bottles and everything. Alright then. Here we go. I found the bottles at the Hakurei Shrine. Then I went to the SDM to let them know they were placed in the shrine's opening area. I wrote a letter. Well, it's because of her reporter skills. And hi Sam, what's up? But they basically put her on the defense attorney position because A, she's a reporter, so she's just good at finding information and stuff, and B, in the beginning of the game, Aya was actually one of the people to suggested having this like trial system as like basically for fun, so she can report about it. But then I think it was Aki and Remy, they were like, well, you suggested it, so you take part. And then Aya was like, ah shit. Then now she has to be one of the attorneys, and she ended up being the defense attorney because she's the one of the people who, or she was the one who suggested it in the first place. I wrote a letter because testifying again would have been a huge pain. Oh, that was it. Seriously, brazen lies right off the bat. Miss Shameimaru, anybody home? Aya, please answer me. Miss Shameimaru, hey, wake up already. What? Yes, what is it? What is wrong with you today? Oh, sorry about that. I guess I went a little too deep in thought. So are you not going to cross-examine? Yes, I mean, no, I will cross-examine her. Let's save, just in case. Okay, the first one's the clear lie. Let's press her. Well, she only suggested it because she wanted to write a report about it. Because she thought it would be interesting. At the Hakurei Shrine? What's so surprising about that? How about weren't those bottles? What are you talking about? I think I need some harder proof first. Sorry, there are so many bottles in this case, I got confused for a moment. Please continue. Okay, let's give her the picture. This one. Miss Inaba, I would like for you to take a look at this picture. Looks like me. I guess you're what they call a peeping crow, huh? This photograph is evidence. It appears you are holding a wrapping cloth and a letter, correct? Yeah, I guess so. And it was taken when you were leaving Boria Shrine. Uh-huh, yeah, sure. What gives? She's way too calm. You say you found the shrine. the Hakurei Shrine, but you actually brought them from the Warrior Shrine, didn't you? Yeah, basically, she basically got herself into a big pile of mess for trying to get some newspaper material. She like complains about having to do this job like every single chapter. What? The Moria Shrine had a delivery of this Onikiller sake, naturally delivered in bottles, which means that those bottles must have come from there. So? Huh? Are you done? What? What on earth do you mean? Well, let's start from the top. This is a very nice picture. But where did you take it? As I told you when you were leaving the Moria Shrine. If I may be so rude as to interrupt, where is the shrine in question in this photograph? And I was actually thinking that if you actually notice, this picture, the background, is from the first chapter with Chiruno. It's just flipped. This tree, if I remember correctly, was just on the left side. If they just reuse their asset, I'm just like so lazy. They just flipped the tree location, like the background was just flipped and they just put Tei instead of Chiruno there. The shrine isn't visible in this photograph. How is anyone supposed to know where it was taken? Because Moria Shrine was the only other place with the bottles. You're so slow. What's up with your memory? Yeah, what should we do now? Never expected the prosecution to notice that. Yes, what will you do now? Acting all high and mighty again. I fell right into her trap by summoning Besinaba. Please don't give up now, Aya. Think of the situation from another angle. From another angle? Yeah, where did they originate? You should know that your photos better than anyone. There must be something in there. You're right, it may be hard to spot, but there might be something that can save us. So have you had enough? Are you going to give up? What will you do now, Miss Shameimaru? Not so fast, Miss Knowledge. Allow me to point out something else in this picture. Holy crap, that's small. There's Chiruno flying here. They didn't take her out, they just moved her. If I may draw your attention here. There's something here, it's rather small. And human shaped, but what? This is the flying human shaped being, which means we can get their testimony on where they were at this time. At the time this photograph was taken, it will become evidence. Oh, I see, we find who's in the picture and have them testify. Oh gosh, I'm pretty sure that's Chiruno. However, it's too small to make out. No problem, if I use this? Oh, your camera lens. Right, it's a fixed focal length lens, so I'm sure I can get just enough of a closer look to identify our UFO. This better not be a waste of time. Now let's hear it. What? Oh shit, it's Chiruno. She's not even gonna remember what happened 1 minute ago. What's the matter? Who else is in the picture? It's Chiruno. What? Chiruno of all people? Hey, what's that all about? If that's me in that picture, something weird's going on. What? She was in the gallery. I thought this trial was gonna be interesting, but it was so boring. I was about to fall asleep. I'm out of here. Wait, at least tell us why you are in this picture. Man, you're annoying. So you wanna know something, huh? Just leave it to Chiruno, that genius. Okay, Aya has like... what the hell was it called? CSI? Magic shenanigans. Aya is like the walking incarnate of CSI Cancel kill version. Real life logic does not comprehend. Genius like a certain coyote, maybe. Around where were you flying this morning? Huh? You're expecting me to remember ancient history like that? Man, like I said, her brain's like... super idiot. Well, what's it called again? Something shrine? A little more information, please. Geniuses don't need to remember stupid things like that, names of shrines and stuff. But how about the shrine Reimu isn't that? That good enough? Really, that's it? That's all you can remember? Aya, listen to me. What is it this time? I'm trying to be in a good bad mood over here. Now is the time for that, Aya. Don't you see the look on Miss Knowledge's face? Well, cause she just said where it was at. Where Reimu isn't at. The non-Reimu shrine. What? Why does she look so mortified? Huh? Didn't we get our decisive evidence just now? What are you talking about? Chirino can't even remember the names of the only 2 shrines in Genzokyo. Exactly, think about it. She just said the shrine Reimu isn't that. The shrine Miss Reimu isn't... Miss Hakure is not at. That would mean... That's right, the Moria shrine. Alright. That was an incredibly foolish conversation. Oh, I'm so ashamed of myself. How embarrassing. But now that we have established the location, do you have an explanation, Miss Tay? No, not really. Just how it looks. No use trying to hide it. Heh, looks like I've been found out. No guilt at all, I see. Well, that's that. Can I go home now? Yes, you have served your purpose. I agree. The witness may step... Objection! Please not be so hasty to excuse a witness that I have summoned. What is it now? You still have business with the witness, Miss Shameimaru? Of course I do. There is still one very important matter of which she has not yet spoken. What else could there be? Came dangerously close to eluding me as well. Miss Tay Inaba, I want to talk to you about what happened yesterday. About what happened yesterday? Why are you bringing it up now? Yeah, she's right. Why bring it up now? Even if I was vague in my testimony, I didn't actually do anything shady. Just a simple question. Why did you go to the Hakure shrine yesterday? Just answer that and you may leave. What? You don't remember? Answer the question. Good. Spell it. There she is, the mastermind. With Miss Kochia. It was I who asked Miss Inaba to perform a mundane task, so I would rather not see her troubled by your question. So Miss Inaba's actions were a result of you asking her for a favor. That is correct. That's why I came here today, to testify as such. What are you thinking? I have no idea about what you are speaking. At any rate, I believe that if I share my side of the story, that will help solve some of the unclear parts of this case. What do you think, Miss Knowledge? Since she took this trouble to come here, might as well let her testify. This might even be our last witness. Very well. Now please give us your testimony, Miss Sanae Kochia. As you wish, Your Honor. I finally put her out of hiding, but I have a feeling she's going to be a handful. Of course she is. She's like the evil mastermind here. Please make the necessary arrangements, Miss Knowledge. We will have another recess period, so both sides may make their preparations. Yes, Your Honor. Understood, Your Honor. This trial is now in recess. So far so good. We finally done it, Aya. We finally made Miss Kochia testify. That's true, but did you see the look on her face? She seemed pretty self-confident to me. Oh no. But what's up with Sanae? Her motive is a mystery to everyone, save herself. But anyway, if we can figure out what she did, everything should fall in place just like that. Well, this seems promising. I'm sure you can handle her. Though don't get caught up in wishful thinking, please. Has she taken the wind out of your sails or wings? Again, we haven't really prepared. And again, the trial's starting. What? It's already time? Yes, it is. I just said it's starting. Holy crap. Man, like the recess time is like so short. They had like what? Like 5 lines? Like that's like the shortest recess in the world. Not again. Okay, the trial is back in session. I would very much like to bring it to an end with as little trouble as possible. I will do my very best to fulfill your expectations, Your Honor. So please begin your testimony. As you wish. This is it. Everything's riding upon this. Now let's see you make some miracles. Everything that Miss Inaba did was at my request. First, I simply discussed the matter about the balls with her yesterday. Then today, I didn't think it was right to hide them any longer, so I asked Miss Inaba to take them to the shrine. She was the one who suggested the idea of the letter. I'm very grateful for the trouble she put herself through for my sake. I see, so that's what happened. That sounds reasonable enough. I know, right? The red text takes like a millennia to finish. And even if you put auto or skip, everything like the dialogue goes by like at an insane speed, but you can't fast forward the red text. So it just like slowly just like pops up even if you're half skip on. Super annoying. She didn't leave any holes here, so it's going to be tough. Do you think a cross-examination will be necessary? Of course. Yes, I do, Your Honor. Can only hope that your efforts will not be in vain. I don't need your false concern. Actually, shut up. It's time to and save, just in case I die. I don't care about that. Don't care about that. What was it? This one, I think. Why didn't you take them there yourself? My work at the shrine had piled up quite a bit, and since I was busy all morning, I had no choice but to ask her. Since the trial was going to be held today, I thought if I didn't get them to the shrine in the morning, it would have been too late for the investigators to find them. How admirable. It was simply the right thing to do. This just keeps getting worse. I can't find any leads at all. I need to press this one. So you already had those bottles by yesterday? Yes. Was there any, reason in particular for you to hide them? Oh, that's a very good question. Well, I didn't approve of Reimu's actions. I thought I should try to help her somehow, as we are of the same occupation. Lies! Cause Man Aya has a super short memory, but Rinosuke said Boria Shrine bought out every single bottle of the Onikiller sake except for one. They bought them all out except for one. And then that one bottle was bought by quote-unquote Hakure Reimu, which we found out was actually not ordered by her, but by someone impersonating as her. So these extra bottles must have come from the Boria Shrine. But Aya's kind of a dum-dum, so she can't remember that. Help her by hiding inconvenient evidence. That's right, don't you remember Miss Inaba's testimony from yesterday? She mentioned there were 5 or 6 bottles at the party. there were actually 3 bottles, but because she had been drinking, she had mistaken the exact number of bottles. You're testifying that there were 3 bottles of that sake at the party. Initially there were 2, but the last one had to be delivered. She knows quite a bit, and it all seems consistent with the evidence. Why would Miss Hakuya have another bottle delivered? It's not consistent with the evidence, Aya. You're an idiot. Wouldn't that make it more likely for her to get caught? Perhaps. Like, look. Here. Here, it says right here. Aya, you're an idiot. Perhaps, but maybe she felt 2 bottles wouldn't be enough, so she ordered another to be certain. It was basically insurance. Doesn't that way of thinking suit Miss Hakuya? Just to clarify, we cannot accept this as proof. However, the prosecution shares the same opinion. Her argument is indeed persuasive. It's only natural to want some form of insurance to guarantee an outcome. This looks back. Even the judge has been taken in. When exterminating Oni, you need to prepare a large quantity of sake. Too little and it won't have any effect whatsoever. You're saying that Miss Hakuya knew that too. No, I haven't implied nothing of the sort. However, we cannot say for sure, as she did not make any unexpected actions. Think that she expected everything to go perfectly. I see. Her defenses are tough, way too tough. Okay, let's save again just in case. Because I know for a fact I need to present the sake, but sometimes the game's logic, even though I know where the story is gonna go, I don't know what to press at what dialogue. Cause sometimes they say like similar things and some evidence are like similar. Just kind of dumb. So obviously not this one, seems. I know what the truth is, but I don't know what to press at where. Man, fuck that shit. I'm just gonna try pressing everything. So when everything, does that mean? Don't badge the witness, she will soon testify about that. I tried to get a head start and fall flat on my face. So I've barely went through this. Just press everything. So there is no doubt that it was Miss Inaba who delivered that letter. She was the one who suggested the idea. I was the one who wrote the letter. However, as for how she delivered the letter, I haven't the slightest. Please refrain from asking such useless questions. Must be nice to have such a handy assistant, but at least I found another missing piece. Oh. Did you ask her to do anything else? No, I did not. I requested no further assistance. Really now? Your Honor, I would appreciate it if the defense would cease their current method of questioning the witness. Objection sustained. Please revise your questions in the future, Ms. Shameimaru. Understood, Your Honor. I think there's something strange here. However, I can't quite put my finger on where. Okay, since we got this evidence, we probably have to do something with it. Oh shit. I think this was Sanai as well. It's horizontal too. I think I'm gonna actually try presenting this. Nope. Oh man, what do I do? I wonder if I can press these with the sake after I got the letter. Maybe I was just missing them. Oh, it was right. We just needed the letter. Man, that's so convoluted. We have the letter? We do, okay. Man, so I was actually right. You are supposed to present the sake here, but you just have to press the other shit first. Man, it's actually pretty annoying. Wait, it's not this one? Was it this one? Wait, what? Don't I have it? Oh, this didn't update. I'm just gonna press everything just in case. There we go. Okay. Present bottle. There we go. Now we have progress. Miss Kuchiya, weren't these bottles taken from the Borea Shrine? What would you mean by that? The owner of the Koino claims that the Oni Killer brand of sake was also delivered to the Borea Shrine. What? Also, these bottles came in many different shapes and sizes and were bottled by the owner himself before being delivered to the Moria Shrine. Witness, is this true? Yes, she is correct. You seem awfully quick to admit that. Really? Why wouldn't I? Normally, most people would think that to be disadvantageous and cast doubt on their testimony. Oh, is that so? But if she's correct, why would I lie? I can't believe this. Did no reaction at all. If I can't shake her, our case is going to collapse. However, the bottles related to this case were not at our shrine. None of the bottles that were in your kitchen have anything to do with this trial. That's correct. You saw for yourself, didn't you, Miss Shameimaru? Yes, I suppose I did, but that time, hadn't the bottles already been taken to the Hakurei Shrine? Yes, I believe you're right. She doesn't seem affected at all. She's making my job a lot harder. Just as you hear, Your Honor, there is still a possibility of the bottles came from the Borea Shrine. True, but there is also no evidence to the contrary. This is just an endless argument. Yes, you are quite right, Your Honor. Is there anything else I can do? Remember what Remember what Rinosuke said, you dum-dum. Reimu literally got just one bottle. He never gave her any more. What's the matter? Are you done already? There are no further objections. I will hand down my verdict, you know. No use, I'm all out of ideas. Nothing's coming to mind. Aya. Snake. Oh, stop for time. Please think of something. Stop for time. Momiji. What are you whispering about over there? Oh, no matter. I find the defendant. I can't take it anymore. Momiji? I'm only pretending, Aya. Hurry and think of something. So this is what you meant by stalling for time. Man, what a silly way to do it. Your Honor, my sins have taken a turn for the worse. Really? Bailiff Onozuka, please bring the stretcher. In the meantime, I'll have to put the trial on hold. Yes, right away. Are you okay? Can you stand up? Oh, sorry, but I can't. Someone bring the stretcher over here. I don't like the look on Miss Knowledge's face. I get the feeling she's onto us. Oops, I really shouldn't let Moji's act go to waste. Think faster, Aya. That's it. There's something else that Mr. Morishika told us. About fucking time. Man, holy crap, I'm getting a lot of these follower buying spam shit. Been getting a lot of those lately. Now that our emergency has been taken care of, let's finish this trial. You have my thanks, Momiji. This is your final chance, Miss Shameimaru. Are you certain, absolutely certain you have no objections? Actually, I do. There was a statement I received from the owner of Kurindo I would like to bring to the attention of the court. The entire stock of Onikiller sake was supposed to go to the Moria Shrine. However, there was one bottle left, which so just happened to be the exact amount requested from the Hakure Shrine. Man, about fucking time she remembered that. That would have turned around the trial like so long ago. And that bottle wasn't delivered until the party was well underway, which means that there was no chance of any bottles of Onikiller being at the shrine at the start of the party. Exactly, Your Honor. With that in consideration, I find these other bottles' miraculous appearance to be highly suspicious. It certainly seems quite unnatural. Well, what is it? I don't like that smile. I had that figured out long ago, and Miss Kochiao has even more testimony concerning that matter, if you wish for her to give it. Oh, how wonderful. I believe the only ones who wouldn't agree is the defense. May I begin my testimony? After putting the hammer to the stupid spammer, now let's put the hammer to Sanae. Put the next person on the chopping block. Are those fangs I see? Let's do this. Yes, those bottles were originally delivered to the Kochia Shrine. Wait, what did she just say? It's Moria Shrine. However, those bottles had not been consumed. Miss Hakure was at the party at the Moria Shrine beforehand, and she brought a few bottles back with her. And then probably after seeing the label on the bottles, ordered the remaining stock from Kurindo. That's so sus. What? What a surprise. If that's true, then it proves the Onikere sake was at the Hakure Shrine before the delivery from Kurindo. And would even corroborate with the testimony from the first witness yesterday. I'm shocked senseless. I'm sure there are no problems here. I believe that should tie up every loose and nice and neatly. I'm sorry, Momiji. I guess it was hopeless after all. No, it's not. That seems to answer any remaining questions. There's no possibility of justification for that. Ms. Shameimaru, will you cross-examine as formality? The prosecution believes it would be pointless, Your Honor. Man, actually, I don't understand why she's being such an asshole. Like, this ain't a game. Well, technically it is, but still. I think so too, but that's why I said as a formality. Formalities can be such a bother sometimes. Haven't they heard of quitting while you're ahead, huh? Somehow I think I can pull something else out of here, but I don't think I have any more room for guesses. If I don't have an airtight argument, it's all over. Since we had to get this shit before we could continue, we have to tie it to this one. Please wait, Your Honor. The defense has the right to cross-examine, and of course we intend to cross-examine the witness. Are you in control of your senses, Miss Shameimaru? Of course I am, Your Honor. Let's go. Time to end this. Go well if you insist. I'm certain that will be nothing more than a waste of time. And I'm not going to let you stop me. Okay, let's save. Okay, we don't give a shit about that. Are you sure about that? In that case, why? Didn't I tell you on... Press that shit. Is that true? What motivation would I have to lie? Cause you're fucking evil. Maybe I should try pressing her again. Press her again? Is that true? But you don't have any proof of that. That's why she said probably. She never claimed to know with certainty. Why she's too strict. I think the wrapping paper? Let's go through it slowly. I think this. Nope. Man. There's two leads right now. Is there two? There's just one. The main one to make her seen as evil is this, tied with this. That's one thing that we have to do eventually. If the story leads that direction, it probably will sometime, eventually. And then right now I think I'm supposed to do something about the similarly shaped bottle. Wait, the labels are different. The labels are clearly different. Nope, that's wrong. Let's try pressing. Oh man, I guess I was supposed to just press everything. Fuck that shit. I hate when they do that. Because I'm hesitant to press everything, because they're like, oh, we're gonna punish you if you press too much on unnecessary stuff, and then they don't do that anymore all of a sudden. I'm just like, make up your fucking mind. There we go. Your Honor, as you can see, the defense is unable to find any holes in the witness's testimony. Indeed, so I declare the cross-examination to be... I can't let that happen, even if I wasn't cool or anything. I can't be stopped now. But please wait, Your Honor. Please give me one more chance. I suppose there wouldn't be any harm in that. You get one chance. Please present evidence against the witness's testimony. Thank you very much, Your Honor. Okay, if I can't present anything convincing here, we've lost. I need something that ties Miss Kochia to the Oni killer sake. This shit. What? This then letter maybe? Yep. I know what I'm doing, but they just want them in a specific order. Fuck this game. Had a feeling you would pull that out again. What would that letter help solve? Actually, I would like to bring up the order forms too. I gave Miss Hakure a closer look at them, and she was able to find a few minor differences between her writing and the imposter's writing. How are they different? Please compare the G's and the J's. On the first and third page, they are the same shape, but on the second page, they don't curve as much. Now that you mention it, I suppose you're right. The defense would like to request that Miss Kochia also write a sample for us. Absolutely pointless. That will not be necessary. I also agree that is not terribly important. No, it's fine, Your Honor. I would like for any and all suspicions to be dispelled. Could you prepare ink, brush, and paper? I see. Your thoroughness is admirable. Bring the witness ink and brush at once. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here you are. Miss Shameimaru, you wish for me to write a copy of the sample Miss Takuri wrote yesterday? If I didn't know any better, I'd say she's being cocky. Yes, if you please. I've done as you requested. Let me see. Here, this is... What is it, Your Honor? How does it look? What? How do they compare? They're completely different. Huh? The writing looks nothing like Miss Hakure's. In fact, I'd say it looks much neater. There's no way, it can't be. So that brings an end to the little affair. I knew Reimu did it. It was only a matter of time. Should we really be making fun of her like this? Well, this is Reimu we're talking about. Order in the court. Ridiculous, who else could have been? If Miss Sakura didn't write that order form, then who? Now then, I think it's time to end this trial once and for all. I will finally pass my verdict. The defendant, Miss Sakura, is... Yukari? Oh, it's in Bobiji. Please wait, Momiji. What are you doing here, Miss Inubashiri? I thought you were feeling unwell. I made a complete recovery, but never mind that. Please wait a moment, Your Honor. I'm about to hand down my verdict. Whatever it is, it can wait until after the trial. No, it can't. I want you to hold off on your verdict, Your Honor. What? Right at this very moment, Aya wants to present another piece of evidence. Please allow it, Your Honor. This is unacceptable. Absolutely unacceptable. But she hasn't declared her verdict yet. As long as she hasn't, the trial should be able to continue. Moji, you're still trying to buy me time. I better think of something while I still can. Are you quite done yet? If you're able to argue with such vigor now, then were you merely feigning your illness? Oh, I'm very sorry, Your Honor. If it's not Miss Kochia's handwriting, then it must be someone else's. Someone else. That's right, there is one more person it could be. Enough, someone else. Someone escort Miss Inubashi from the courtroom immediately. No, please don't, I beg you, Your Honor. Please wait a moment, Your Honor. What is it this time, Miss Shameimaru? I'm going to have the both of you ejected from this courtroom if you don't behave yourself. Oh shit, I think I know too. There can only be one other. This little asshole. This little asshole probably. What? It's probably not Miss Kochia. Even if she tried to imitate Miss Hakure's lettering, she would not be able to do so convincingly. And Miss Hakure also did not write it, as I pointed out yesterday. Quite. Your Honor, it is clear Miss Shameimaru is trying to drag out the trial. No, she is merely developing a new argument. I will allow her to continue with her theory. No. So who was it? If it wasn't Miss Kochia, who else could have possibly written it? That would be... this fucking asshole. It's okay, I won't ban you. Everything, as long as you're not asshole to other chat people for my stream, it's pretty much just a fucking free-for-all in the chat. You can type pretty much anything, as long as you're not being an asshole to others or to waifus, basically. But yeah, let's hammer this little shit. Make some rabbit stew. Miss Inaba. I believe that Miss Kochia's earlier testimony was entirely plausible, and by following that scenario, only someone who was cooperating with her could have written it. And as we know, there was only one person doing so, Miss Inaba. I don't know, that seems kind of irrational to me. Perhaps it is, but don't you think the possibility is awfully high? You don't need to think about that. Hurry and give your verdict, Your Honor. Patchouli! Why are you being such a bitch? Seriously. I suppose a quick test would be fine. Bring Miss Inaba into the courtroom. What? You must test every possibility. That is final. By any more attempts to lengthen this trial will be denied, Miss Shameimaru. I understand, Your Honor. This should solve everything. Law what? Sigh, how unfortunate. But what does that mean? Oh shit. No, please don't take that the wrong way. I should have expected you to see through everything, Miss Shameimaru. Huh? If you've made it this far, I can run away no longer. I'll reveal all. What? The one behind everything in this case was me. Here we go. Order. Order. Order in the court, you dumbasses. I made all the arrangements so my testimony would appear innocuous. I asked Miss Yakumo to represent the victim, and had Miss Inaba lie to the court. Oh my, was our plan exposed? Oh shit, Yukari wasn't on it too. Yes, it was. I hope I did not bother you too terribly much. Oh, it was no problem at all. I agreed with what you were trying to accomplish. So what were you trying to accomplish? I intend to improve the state of the Hakure Shrine. Whenever I try to give Miss Hakure advice, she never follows my suggestions. I was becoming irritated with her lackadaisical ways. Well, there's no way even I could defend that. And now I see it. This was all a plan to straighten out Miss Hakure and her shrine. That's right, and of course I also had Miss Ibuki's permission. Although I told her drink the sake that you're not supposed to drink, I fear that she did not entirely grasp the meaning. So you mean that she drank that sake willingly? Yes, she is well aware of the effects of funicular. I imagine she should wake up sometime today or tomorrow. But what do you know? But how did you know about that sake? There is a heavy drinker of a snake at my shrine. I am well informed on the matters of alcohol. Lord Bishakuji, huh, that makes sense. I wonder if snakes can even drink alcohol in real life. Your Honor, the prosecution feels her actions were justified. No, it fucking isn't. It seems like everyone shares the same opinion about our defendant. We are in total agreement. That is why I have a request to make. Could you please take her circumstances into consideration when you sentence her? I don't get the fucking point. Though, like, what the fuck's the point? If she was proven guilty, then Reimu just gets arrested and then nothing happens. I don't get their goal. What were they trying to do? What was the result they're trying to get out of this? Makes zero sense. I will bear that in mind, yes. And also, just cause you got the person's permission, a crime is a crime. It's like saying, just cause someone said, it's okay if you kill me, and then you kill that person, it's still fucking murder. Or just robbing her house. Well, robbing a house is different. Because you're there letting them have the stuff in the house, but... yeah. Oh, well, I guess you can't have everything. Anyway, while I feel extremely reluctant to do so at this point, I shall finally hand down my verdict. I find the defendant, Reimu Hakure, not guilty. Yay. We did it. Holy crap, this was a long one. 3 hours and a half. This chapter was quite long. I guess she finally finished her little lecture. Well, what's the matter, Mobichi? Why are you hugging me all of a sudden? You were so cool, that was amazing. Really? Yes, you really were. Baby, you don't need to cry about it. But you really helped me out in there. Thanks to you, I was able to think things over just long enough to tie it all up. You mean I was actually helpful this time? Or useful this time? Emote reference, cancel that shit. That's a very cute face. Sniff, wah. Please, enough crying already. Oh, I could just die right now. That's the one who was probably sleeping through it. So that Emma is done lecturing you too. How much time has passed? Quite a bit, it's almost night now. Now that the trial is over, can I go back to my snacks? Yes, I suppose there's no harm in that. Phew, that was unbelievably tiring, but it was honestly unavoidable. It's been a long ass time that I actually looked up Toll lore, so I don't know if there was new lore added where it says Wolf and Crow Tengu hate each other. But from my memory, the only reason why Aya and Momiji didn't get along in the canon that bit is because Momiji is just like super serious about her job, whereas Aya is just super whimsical and does whatever the hell she wants, just chasing news around. So Momiji just keeps on getting mad at her for not doing her job as a Tengu properly. I know that's part of the lore where Momiji has some complaints with Aya because Aya's not doing her job properly. But yeah, other than that, I don't know much about Tengu lore for Toho. Other than that, at least. To be honest, I think them hating each other is more like more fanon than canon. At least in my opinion. I might be wrong. I'd have to look that up. Suika's back. You. She was up and about as soon as she woke. A healthy one she is. Heh, can't exactly slack off right now, you know. And that's such a dark orange. And why is her horn so orange too? Why you little? But I'm so exhausted right now. I can't even use a spell card. We just want you to be a little more self-conscious of what happens in Genzokyo, Reimu. I'm tired too. I'm going home to sleep. May I have a word with you first? Miss Kochia. Snide, just you wait. I'm very sorry, Reimu. It's simply that you haven't been doing anything lately. Oh, well, sorry about that. If I may be honest, you really gave us a lot of trouble. You're quite a schemer. Or see... I don't know how to say it right. Miss Kochia. Should I take that as a compliment? Of course you should. Ever since was scarce, you seemed aloof and unconcerned, and you were thoroughly prepared. You make me sound as a villain as what she was. You were even leading me around by the nose, trying to convince you to talk was like trying to get blood from a stone. Commendable work, but I'm sorry I had to put you through everything. No problem at all. They should definitely make for a good article. Oh, why, thank you. Well, I must take my leave. By the way, what was your sentence? 1 week of tea duty for the Emma. Now please excuse me. Miss Kochia's tea must taste good. So the tea I make doesn't. So I never said that. I'm beat. I just want to go home, relax in the bath, and then go to bed. In that case, I'll go ahead of you and prepare the bathtub. That would be wonderful. I'll see you later then. Yay. But I seriously don't get the logic of trying to get Reimu arrested just cause she's just slacking off. I really don't get the point. No case today. After that trial, the judicial system was held under review and the usual Damaku days resumed. I wanted to write articles about the trials, but seeing how I was involved, they would clearly be biased. Another journalist sitting in the gallery ended up writing about them, and while the articles were well composed, I couldn't help but feel a tinge of regret. While reading them, I was still able to increase the subscriptions for the Boom Boom Baru, but the other newspapers made similar gains, which made it all the more regrettable. I'm back. Good work, how was it? The lead turned out to be false. Really? But you know, the judicial system was kind of fun, wasn't it, Aya? Yes, it was. It turned out not to be not too different from news gathering. It just, instead of writing articles, I built arguments. What do you think? Do you want to try being a defense attorney again? At the very least, I have one thing figured out. What would that be? That would be, I was meant to be a reporter. Yeah, you're right. You're exactly right. You have to be mobile to catch news. Only visiting a crime scene 100 times is simple naivety. You need to investigate 1,000 or even 10,000 times. That's my idea. Come on, Momiji. I know you just got back, but there's more news just waiting for us to scoop up. And then once we're done, we're going to party at Reimu's. Okay, but please don't bring too much food back with you. You really wanted to say that, huh? I've been trained. Time for a party. Hey, we're here. Well, she always writes meaningless trash and slander. That's the only thing she ever writes about. You called, so we came. Good to see you could make it. Not the party without snacks, so we brought some. We thought salty snacks would be best. I smell like you brought food. This girl, she doesn't care one bit about welcoming guests until she smells food on them. Miss Hakure, I'm glad you were found innocent. Well, it was no big deal. I could see Sanai doing something like that, but Suika joining in on her scheme was a little... Hehe. I ought to kick you out. Well, if you do that, yeah, I won't be drinking any more my sake. Grr. I'm getting the feeling she has to rely on others just to live. Well, whatever, let's start drinking. Yeah, now you're talking. Bottoms up. Well, energetic as always. Speaking of always, it doesn't seem like there have been any worshippers here lately. You are one tenacious bird. Isn't that always? Not just recently? But once I get upset with you again, just drop it already. What? Yeah, don't really look it, but sure, you sure a Tengu too, eh, Wolfie? You can sure put it away. Here, have another round. Ah, watch out, you're spilling it. Pour me some more too, please. Yeah, that's a crow Tengu for ya, guzzling it just like... What the? Is that supposed to be like me? I guess they forgot, they just romaji'd it, and then forgot to translate it. You're not half bad yourself, Reimu. If you think humans are anywhere near the level of you all, I'd be dead before you know it. Well then, before Reimu departs from this world, let's all take a picture. Yeah, good idea. Yay. This better not be a bad sign or anything. Now, I'm sure it will turn out just fine. Say cheese. Yay. Hmm? Oh shit. Is that the last chapter? Only 3? Seriously? That was short. But this is cute though. I'm gonna cancel it. No! Back. And you got black from that. That was fun. Well, she looks so old. Chuno looks so old in that picture. Man, that's like way off center. Her nose is like over here or something. The blush is like so off center. It's like she's so drunk her face is like falling off. Starting with the blush. And it's like a Yukuri face, but very blocky. Yay. Man, that was very fun actually. The stories and the jokes were actually very entertaining. Oh, new episode. Ooh, extra. Truth hidden in the rain. Is called to defend fallen celestial. Then we're gonna be playing that next time. Off to the next game.